Good morning, crusty crew. I always want to say that every time. It's a inner desire. Welcome back to the Doodle stream, where every Friday here on Twitch and YouTube we spend 3 hours together while I attempt to doodle out your ideas and suggestions from the chat. Before we dive into the doodles for today, I'd like to remind everyone where you can find me outside of our time here together. You can check out my website, KevinAHinkle.com, or you can follow me on social media at Mr. Kevin Hinkle. If you'd like to see just my work as a freelance artist, you can find me at MrHinkleDraws, where I share artwork and artwork only, because I know how that is. I know sometimes you don't necessarily want to see, what I ate for dinner or family photos, but would be happy to have you in either place or all the places. Appreciate the support. If it's within your means, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. Patreon helps content creators all across the globe by providing a platform for their fans to pledge continuous financial support. Tiers are as low as $1 a month and max out at $20 as of now, as for another couple weeks, all with various rewards, exclusive content, polls, and discounts for purchasing my work online through my Etsy store. All the names you see on the screen right now have pledged their support. I cannot thank them enough for their generosity. Thank you guys for everything you do. This kind of, obviously it goes without saying, this helps me continue to do what I do. So I appreciate that. If you head to patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws, you can find out more information about that. You know, I just thought I don't need that anymore because I put it right on the image. So there you go. But yes, thank you very much. And as I've mentioned several times over the last couple weeks, my Patreon is changing. It is changing in November to coincide with my 2-year anniversary on Patreon. Got a lot of exciting things I'm kicking off. I'm thinking probably either over this weekend or Monday, all my existing patrons, you guys will get the post that you've been eagerly awaiting that will outline everything that's changing in November. What are all the new goodies coming out? Anybody who is currently supporting at the various tiers will absolutely get the rewards, the quote-unquote new rewards that are starting. You will all get those that line up to your tiers, so you don't have to worry about changing anything. The biggest change to things is the personalized gift illustration. So currently, if you support me at the $5 tier, I draw something for you. And I mail it to you. That's an original piece of artwork. Usually that is in the commission territory. I usually charge somewhere in the $50 to $75 range for that. But as a patron at the $5 tier, you get it and it gets mailed to you. That's going to change. That's going to go to $20 starting in November. So get in on it while you can. Anybody that obviously signs up through the end of the month at that $5 tier for the personalized illustration, I will absolutely still honor that, and I'll get that out to you. I'm going to be doing another batch of those near the end of the month. Another announcement, stickers, guys. I've got a lot of Halloween stickers, 10 to be precise, in celebration of the spooky month. This stuff is very much outside of my normal realm of work. You guys know that you follow me. I usually do a lot happier-go-lucky things. And this month we've got all kinds of spooky. Today's day 9, so I've officially unveiled 9 of the 10. If you are a patron, you've already seen all 10. But this was today's unveiling, which was Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street. This is available as a sticker. This is a picture of the actual product. This is not a edited piece of the artwork. This is the actual product. You can get yours. They're only $4 each, or I have 2 different bundle deals. If you go over to etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws, you can either get 5 of any type. Doesn't have to even be the Halloween stickers. Of any type of stickers for $18, or you can get the bundle of 10 for $35. So check that out. Appreciate it. I put a lot of time into these, and hopefully people that enjoy the spookiness enjoy those and want to bring them home. And hello to everybody who's already here in the chat. So today, joining me on stream today, I got my buddy Hope Castle, aka Assembling Hope, aka Scoop Shovel, aka the Brick Hound. What is up, Reed? Welcome to the stream.
Doing great today, Kevin.
I'm sorry, I meant Yoda. Yoda's here. What's up, Yoda?
Doing good, doing good. Looks like we already have a lot of people in here today. So
That's awesome.
Hawkeye Lego Man Brick Studio, Bama Bricks, Bubba Bricks, Jeff McElwee, Lindsay, Pecto, Cafe Con Lego, Fazoom, Great Brick Lab, and Larry Legond is here today.
Nice.
Larry Legend is here.
The legend has arrived. Thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate it as always. Great Brick Lab says we love our custom artwork. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to hear it. And yeah, so today's fantasy read.
Yes.
We're gonna be drawing fan. This was 100% inspired by you. So
thank you. I mean, unfortunately, the fantasy I'm actually been dealing with is 35 years old. So yeah.
Is that the fantasy?
Yeah, it's a really old game. So I mean, I played one of the guys that drilled all my bowling equipment in Colorado actually sucked me back into Lineage 2 the other night. So I played that for about 4 or 5 hours. So I mean, they're a little bit different. One, I'm just kind of more realistic hacking and slashing, and then the other one is a little bit of sprites and stuff. So a little bit.
Gotcha. MJ Sweet is holding down the fort over on Twitch. What is going on? Welcome.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna start us off with this really, really easy Balrog. Really easy. Super simple. Oh, that's right. It's a giant fire creature from Lord of the Rings. It's all right. It'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be a wonderful first doodle for today.
Nice.
Let's see. Let me get a reference image. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Brian? Can you draw me with a beautiful wife and 3 kids, says Brian. That's his fantasy suggestion. Today's episode is not looking into the future. It's fantasy. I'm just trying to find a good image here. I think I just want to draw like its head because it's got a really, and this is the first doodle, right? We got to be gentle because
first doodle.
These are rough. Chaotic warm up.
Welcome, Golden Light Pictures.
What's up, Golden Light Pictures? I think. Did you miss yesterday's Hinktober? I think you did. I've gotten so used to seeing you pop up in the chat. I think you missed it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think you missed Thomas the Train. That was great. That was my lowest viewed one yet. Oh man, have you been seeing any of those, Reed?
I think I saw one the other day, but I really kind of,
That's all right.
I'm on vacation. I'm not really paying attention to much of anything right now. Other than
that's all good.
Sleep's getting my attention.
Yeah, so I've been. Well, the other thing too is I don't have a consistent time, which doesn't help anybody. Because I can only really just do it whenever I find the time in the day, and so I've been live streaming on Instagram my Inktober drawings, and all the suggestions were from patrons. And so yesterday I pulled Thomas the Train from Jabbo, Brixar, and it was so funny because as soon as I started, like the numbers just dropped. It was like, boom, gone. I was like, oh, you guys don't like Thomas. We got no Thomas love. It probably didn't help that I was playing the Thomas the Train music while I was doing it.
Golden Light said he went to see a movie.
Yes. An actual movie in a movie theater? Those don't exist anymore. They're like restaurants. Speaking of restaurants, I mean, we don't ever eat out like ever anymore. But I was picking up my son from work. He started a new job, and the timing was just kind of like right in the middle of things. And so I was like, you know what? I'll pick up a pizza while I'm waiting for him. So I got there a little early because there's a pizza, like a local pizza place right next to his job. Yeah, Jeff, someone told me you do have to be consistent. I'm consistent everywhere else, Jeff. Everywhere else. This is extra. So I got there a little early, and I went in to the counter, and I ordered a pizza. I said, can I get 1 medium cheese pizza? Easy enough. That is all. And the young lady there, I would assume she was either a teenager or early 20s, took my order. And she goes, it should be about 15 minutes. I'm like, okay. And I just walked straight to the side and sat down in one of their booths. And of course, they had all the booths marked off for 6 feet of distance and all that good stuff. And I sat there and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited, and I waited. And then my son got out of work, and he called me, and he's like, "Where are you?" I'm like, "I'm waiting right down the little plaza for a pizza." So he walked over from his job, and I waited, and it turned into about 45 minutes. And then the owner comes over to me, and he's like, "Sir, you've been..." I could tell he was the owner. He was also the one making the pizzas. He was like, "Sir, I can tell you've been waiting there for a long time. Are you waiting for something?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm waiting for the pizza I ordered." And so he's like, "What did you order?" I was like, "A medium cheese pizza." And he immediately started making it. He's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll start making it." And, you know, he's an older guy. And so he starts yelling immediately at that girl. He's like, "Did you take that man's order?" I could hear everything. It's kind of awkward. But he's like, "Did you take that man's order?" And she's like, "No." And I'm like, "What?" I was like, I felt like I was taking crazy pills. I'm like, "What? Did she just tell him that she didn't take my order? Like, are you kidding me?" She's like, "No, I didn't take his order. I don't know." And he's like, "Well, because I don't have any ticket. I don't have a ticket for this. I'm gonna start making it for him, but you can't like do that to people." And she's like, "Well, I don't know who he talked to, but he did talk to me." I'm like, "What? Are you kidding me?" Like, I was like, I literally never even left the restaurant. I placed an order. I went and I sat down in the restaurant, and I never moved. And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And that was just like, I was like, "What?" And then he came by and he gave it to me after like almost an hour of waiting for a 15-minute pizza. And my son was all irritated. He's like, "I'm going to go sit in the car." And he came over and he gave it to me. And he was like, "Hey, who took your order?" I'm like, "She took my order." I was like, this is nuts. And he's like, okay. I'm sorry about that. I was like, man. But it reminded me of how many times I have been to places like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's. And I seem to have that luck a lot where I place an order and then I'm just waiting for a little bit longer than I should be waiting. And then people are like, "Sir, are you waiting for something?" I'm like, "Yeah, my food." "Oh, nobody ever placed your order for your food." I'm like, "Yeah, that sounds about normal."
I was gonna say, yeah. Bazoom says it must be the gas lighting at the pizza place. Maybe the gas is making her lightheaded. Maybe.
Maybe. I was like, wow.
Or she was she blonde? Perhaps. Maybe.
I mean, she was, but I was just like, "Are you kidding me?"
Bazoom said he's in bed. He's got a torn calf. Stairs to the leg room. A problem.
Oh, I was when last night on his show he was talking about how he was strung up with something, and I missed the whole beginning of the stream, so I don't know what happened. But I was like, "Oh, what's going on with? What's up with Zoom?"
Wheels 3 is here. Ken Marlowe Bricks is here.
What is up? Welcome to you both.
His suggestion is Kevin the Invisible Man.
Oh, I already did it. Hold on.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Wow. All those features. That's pretty good. Yeah.
And done. So yeah, let's see. I can't really like showcase all the fire super well when it's still in the black and white stage. I want to get like the glowing eyes and stuff, but I can't really.
Bazoom says it's a sports injury I got not being sports.
I was okay. Oh, Kevin is the Invisible Man. Oh, got it. Well, now we have an extra drawing on the canvas. Yeah, there we go. How big was that? How big did I draw that? Let's shrink it a little bit. So how have you been enjoying vacation this week?
Pretty good. I've been like people have seen. I've been doing some Commodore gaming. I did finally find the rodent hole in the ceiling in the basement. So that was plugged with steel wool, expanding foam, and then for good measure, I put a piece of mesh up there. So
yeah,
could be there. Bazoom said you should have saved the Invisible Man for the color half. So
let's see. Some of these I don't know what they are, so let me look up what some of these are.
Yeah, so you got plenty of suggestions in there.
What did Bubba? I see Bubba said something, and then I scrolled. It scrolled too far.
Bubba's the woodland sprite.
No, he said something about affliction, I think. and then the comment left.
Oh,
You have the same. I think that's what it said, and then I cut off. Let's see.
you have the same affliction as Kelly. Every time we go to Dunkin', they never have the flavor she wants, or something is broken and they can't make it.
Yeah, and it's always something like that.
Fazoom's comment was the glaive from Krull, though.
Oh, this is like a weapon.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
what this is? It's a weapon.
Yeah.
All right, I'll do that. That's different. It's an object.
Actually, if you've seen Ready Player One, it actually shows up in that movie also.
Oh, since I don't know that source material at all, that probably went way over my head.
That's what takes out IROC's weapon at the end there. Spoiler, sorry. Spoiler.
Spoiler alert. All right, where was that? That was a Fazoom, right? Who said that one?
Yes, that was Fazoom.
All right, let me just find his comment in here, wherever that may be. Where is it? Where did it go?
His was fourth or fifth from the top, right underneath Hawkeye's Lego Man request. Axel.
Why am I not seeing it? I'm at the top.
Fifth from the top, so right between Hawkeye and Jeff. It's a quick one. This Fazoom, but Fazoom draw is all one word, so that's probably why you find that.
Oh, there we go. He threw it in there again.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, cool. I will do this one. So this morning I finished watching War Games. So that happened.
The movie?
The Matthew Broderick movie.
Oh, that's a good one.
I have seen that one, but I saw that one so long ago that I forgot a lot about that film. And I've been I'm proud to say I finished another week of going to the gym every day, Monday through Friday. And I'm usually there for an hour and a half. And so I've been catching up on a lot of films and TV. And I noticed War Games had popped up on Netflix. So I'm like, oh, let me refamiliarize myself with War Games. But there was a lot that I forgot from that movie. But I'll never forget that electronic voice of saying, would you like to play a game? Would you like to play a game?
Yeah. It's a good movie.
I played the game, the PC game. Did you know about that game?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I've seen that or not. I play a lot of war games, but I don't know if I've actually played that one. I play a lot of the strategy war games.
Right.
I like annihilating another force. It's always fun.
Yeah. Thank you, CC. Appreciate it. I'm at week 5 of successfully going to the gym Monday through Friday. So I might finally be back in the saddle.
Oh, Zoom says the glaive is 5 spokes.
Oh, wait a minute. You're right. I got corrected. So what was I saying? Oh, but yeah, War Game. I remember playing that game on PC, and it is like that strategy game, where it's like you take your forces and eliminate the other forces. And it was a lot of fun, but it's so drastically different than the movie. Because it's like in that game, it's like Whopper actually has a robotic force, and you have to take NORAD and the American troops and destroy them. And I remember they had like chicken walkers in it. They were very similar to the Star Wars chicken walkers.
Huh. Yeah, I know. I mean, from seeing Krull, I mean, it was kind of cool. Ready Player One when the one guy pulled that sucker out. So
I'll add that one to my list because I'm not familiar. I've never even heard of that film.
Yeah, Krull's a good one. It's a good sci-fi. It's an 80s one. It's an old one. So
is it sci-fi? Because it's supposed to be fantasy.
It is. Well, sci-fi. It's a combination of both. I mean, it's really so.
It's supposed to be fantasy.
So
let me see.
Well, I mean, and you know what? It does. It's both. It's both sci-fi and fantasy. So you've got space and castle. It's got lots of medieval in it, especially at the beginning. You see lots of that. So
yeah, there you go. The winning move is not to play. Yep. Exactly. What a strange game, Professor. The only winning move is not to play.
Zoom says it was our Lord of the Rings movie in the 80s.
Gotcha. I was also like slightly struck by the tour groups in like the NORAD facility where they launch nukes. I'm like, they have tour groups going through this place. It's like interesting. I feel like would not happen. Or maybe that's one of those, oh yeah, we used to do that, and then 9/11
Well, yeah, maybe
and then it all went away.
before the crazy world we live in now, probably did happen.
Because I'm like, wow, that seems wild. Let's see. Was that a Saw reference, Jeff? Did Jeff make a Saw reference? Do you want to play it? No, that's, yeah. Because War Games is do you want to play a game, and Saw is I want to play a game. I think, right? He doesn't really give them a choice at all. It's just like, I want to play a game. Maybe I'm wrong now. I don't know. There we go. Let's see. That came out bigger than the Balrog's head.
Well, it's probably going to have to take off Balrog's head, so you never know.
Shing. It's like a ninja star. Is that what it is? Like they throw it?
Yeah, they throw it. Yep. Well, didn't you say you saw Ready Player One?
I did, but I don't even remember that part.
It's at the end. You'll have to rewatch it. I mean,
I have been meaning to rewatch it since I read the book.
What's the youngest player's name? Show pulls it out and throws it right at the end there, right?
Okay.
Right after they destroy the bridge. So to the castle.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I started rereading the book the other night because actually I like the book a little bit better, so I started rereading that. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So soon? Wow. The second book comes out next month.
Yeah, it's on pre-order. I got it.
Okay, let's see. Let's get another suggestion here. What do we got?
You've got a lot. You've got.
Oh yeah, let's do this. What Larry said something about a unicorn.
He said Deadpool riding a rainbow unicorn.
Oh, of course. I didn't even know Deadpool was involved. It's like, oh, there we go. Yeah, let's definitely do this rainbow unicorn though. That is definitely fantasy. Definitely fantasy there. All right, let me get that up. Yeah, exactly, Lindsay. Exactly. What's going to be funny is I've already said multiple times how difficult horses are to draw. So awesome. Awesome.
I have not listened to the audio. I'm good with reading the book. It's good enough for me.
Ghost Frickin' Talkin', thank you very much. Speaking with the appropriate plug there, you can get a Billy the Puppet as seen from Saw sticker in my Etsy store. It is available. It is there. Let's see. I guess I'm going to go with this one. Yeah.
No, I mean I've got the movie and I've got the book. I should be good for Ready Player One. So.
Dunder Mifflin, this is spam.
Now, if they had the sorry about that.
It's fine. Every time I hear it though, I always think of like The Office.
Well, so long as we don't get sometimes say it's from President Trump like he did that one time or whoever said it was coming from, whatever. So
he called you?
No, I think it was somebody called one night. And it was like somebody heard that in the background. And I'm like, wow, what was that? And I walked over to the phone and picked
it was just a political like ad thing.
Funny Figs is here. Welcome, Funny Figs.
What's up, Ray? I was like, the president called Reed
or something like that. It was weird. Somebody says, was that who I thought it was? I was like, I don't know. Let me look and see. And I looked at the thing and I was like, wow, okay, probably just one of those promo calls or something.
Yeah. Lindsay says, I saw the sticker when I ordered, but I was ordering for my kid. Yes. No problem. And earlier, Brick Studio said he got his stickers in the mail. So happy to hear that. Thanks again for the order. Yeah, I rearranged the order of those specifically because, and I told Brian that when his audience was coming over, I fully understand that it's mostly children or parents buying for children. And it just so happens, I don't think either of us were really planning to do a reorder of the Bricks O'Brien Lego Mario sticker. I also was not in a million years expecting it to sell out in 24 hours. I have yet to create a product that does that. I actually have yet to create a product that really sells out at all. So
Raptus is here.
What's up, Raptus? And so I was like not necessarily worried about spooky Halloween content interfering with more wholesome Nintendo and Minecraft and Brian content. So like that wasn't a concern at the beginning. And then I'm like, ooh, I'm going to need to change things around because I don't need little kiddies getting scared seeing this stuff when they're also looking at other things. So I rearranged it. But it was kind of a difficult little thing. I'm like, oh man, this is what I'm launching, and I'm promoting this pretty heavy. But these are important too, so I guess I'll just bump these down.
Well, Golden Light's asking how your Halloween sticker sales have been going.
If you'd like me to be brutally honest, they are absolutely not doing well in the least. I am currently, as of today, I have sold exactly one. So there you go.
It is kind of early to be, thinking of Halloween stickers. Obviously we're thinking of candy, but maybe the stickers hasn't jumped up there.
Well, I'm hoping that once everything's revealed, which will happen tomorrow. Tomorrow all of them have been revealed. I'll do a couple more posts or whatever, and then I'll just let it ride, and that's kind of the end of that.
Well, we probably did this one too early. This one probably would have been nice for the color. It'll be kind of hard to tell who it is.
Oh, that it's a rainbow. You're right. Yeah.
Well, I guess you'll have to draw like the arch of the rainbow on there. With the.
Oh, I could do different like shades. I can try to do something like that.
Different shades of black.
Yeah, this horse is not great, but it's not terrible.
Okay.
Horses are hard.
So in other words, this is more of a Lego Batman type unicorn than a Deadpool unicorn, basically. This will be more shades of black than shades of color.
Right. Put something in there, differentiate it a little bit. Yeah, I was a little surprised. I mean, I know how it is. I know everybody is struggling. Everybody is, economy is absolutely upside down. And a lot of people have other priorities, and I get it. Art and stickers are not exactly a priority.
Well, probably too, since we're not in a physical, when people are like in actual physical classes in schools and you're walking around, then the stickers would be there because people put stickers on stuff and you
sure
them off.
Yeah.
Where we're like almost in a self-isolation world right now, the stickers probably aren't as big of a deal as they would be, in a normal world, so that's kind of part of the thing too.
I'm hoping that Bubba's right where nobody wants to order and miss that final reveal. They're all up. I mean, I had them all up. I actually had them all up a couple weeks early just to make sure everything was ready to go. So all 10 have been on the Etsy store since the end of September. But it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Hawkeye says you just need to add a rainbow mark on the rear of the unicorn.
Is that what it needs? Does it need like a cutie,
like a branding, maybe a brand?
A cutie mark.
It's been branded by Deadpool to make sure that no one takes his rainbow unicorn horse.
Sorry, our fan base sucks. Says Ghost Ray. It's all right. It's all good.
Oh, Pink Wheel thinks the unicorn needs wings.
I think it kind of does too, actually.
I don't know. Wisconsin's getting worse, so Wisconsin's definitely. I don't know what's going to happen within school learning for us. So
we actually just got the word that they're going to up in class time for the kids because
Bubba says that would make it a Pegasus with wings.
Oh, you know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point. I'll keep it like this. I'm not going to stretch Larry's so far. I've already eliminated Deadpool from the unicorn. I don't consider Deadpool fantasy. But I'll leave it there so I don't push it too far. I don't want to lose all. That's not what I had in mind, Gavin. Stop reading my diary. Always love it. Always love it when clients say that. Always love it. All right, that's enough. That's fine. That's fine. Oh, but like I was saying, in Connecticut, we're still, amazingly enough, the list is very small, but we are still a state with a steady / decline in all of this going on. So they're actually about to ramp up in school time because the kids here have been on the old hybrid model where you go half the week and then half the week home, and they're about to up it. So we'll see. All right, let's start another one. Let's see. What do we got? Let me look through. Reed is collecting everybody's suggestions, just so you know. Reed is throwing them into the private chat for me, so don't fear not. I don't believe he's being selective. I believe they're all going in there.
They're all going in there. Even the reprints if they make a mistake.
Oh, that Mr. Tumnus? That's from Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right, Funny Fig said that at 10:32. Let's find you. Where did you go? Your new business is making decals for Twitch streamers, says Ray. It might be.
It should be. It's like 4 or 5 from the bottom. It's not very far up. So
yeah, there we go. There we go. Thomas. I thought there was an L in this name, like Tumless. I don't know. Let me look it up. Mr. Tumnus. Yeah, there it is. Tumnus. That's what Wikipedia and the internet say.
Lindsay said since they started in person, they've actually increased their cases. I mean, that's what they were saying in Wisconsin. I mean, a lot of our increase came from the campus here at the UW here in Madison. So,
whoa, that's close. Yeah, and I mean, my thing with the kids, I mean, obviously, it's a lot of pressure on the educators in the school to like keep all these kids safe and stuff. But I do trust them to do what they think is right, and if they think it's time, it's time, and if they don't, it's not. And I won't push the matter either direction. But they're debating it, so they did like a little survey saying, you know, how do you feel about it? And I gave them my answer, and I was like, well, if you can do it safely, then that's fine with me.
I mean, we've been bowling. So, I mean, and that's what somebody was asking last night, because supposedly they ratcheted back some of the capacity. But I mean, in the end for us, I mean, even for the bowling, I mean, we're spread out. I mean, and stuff like that. And we have 2 shifts. So, I mean, I don't think it's even really using a lot, but.
Oh, and Nick, I added on because I see your suggestion for Leprechaun from the movie Leprechaun. Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I know you've mentioned that several times in streams for something to draw. That popped up on Netflix, so I added that also to my watch list. Kind of nervous. I'm like, I feel like I'm going to be so grossed out by this, but I'll do it. So it's on the list. Trying to watch a couple more spookier things this month as I go through stuff. But just looking at the whatever it is, like the what do I mean to say, like the it's not a poster, like the title card on Netflix. I'm like, oh man, I feel like I'm gonna be so grossed out by this movie. What's up, Daily Brick? More comedy than horror. So that's kind of like the whole Chucky vibe, isn't it? And Chucky disturbs me a lot too. I've never seen a full Chucky movie, but I've seen multiple scenes, and I'm like, this is funny? That poor person just got something, fill in the blank. Like, that's not funny, that's horrible. Reed, are you playing Animal Crossing?
No, I'm watching.
It's a joke.
I'd be playing fantasy over here if I was playing anything, but that's too. I got to keep my mind on that.
It's fine. It is a joke. Let's see. I move this. Child's Play, all of them. I am such a wiener, though. I can't. I will. I have to because I have to know what everyone's talking about. I do feel like I'm missing out by not knowing, but I'm just not. I'm just not that guy.
Oh, a horror movie person? Yeah, I'm not either.
Especially the, as I've said, the older stuff, like the older practical effects when they were still kind of getting a handle on that. And so a lot of it is like either claymation or they go for like these weird prosthetics where like eyes are bulging and stuff. Like that just makes me sick to my stomach. I'm just like, oh, all right.
Golden says I should play some Final Fantasy. I play enough fantasy games. There's World of Warcraft. There's Lineage 2. Of course, there's the Commodore Fantasy. I mean, I got games galore. I mean, trust me. You get too much. I mean, that's the problem. Is I mean, there's just not enough time in life to play everything. That's the thing. Is
Exactly. Not enough time.
If you could stop time or if I could play games while I was sleeping type thing, then it'd be great. If you could somehow work 20 more time, I mean, that if I get the lottery, I could play games all day long. But
it's so not scary, man, says Ray. We shall see.
I have a castle to rebuild too, so I mean, I shouldn't be playing too many games. I gotta figure what I'm doing with this castle again, since it's all apart basically. So.
What was I going to do with this other hand? I don't even know. What was I going to do? I think he's going to be holding something. I think that's what I was going for.
I think what he should be holding. I'm trying to
An umbrella? He's got an umbrella in this picture.
Maybe.
I don't know if that makes... I haven't seen this in a long time. I've seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time, though.
Now, see, I was actually playing some of the other games too. The ones that I always loved playing back when I was a kid were the games, the summer games. The Daily Brick is here. Summer games, winter games, world games, all that stuff was always fun too. You get all the national anthems and stuff, so it's always fun.
Like sport. Wait, what did you say? Sports games?
Yeah. Well, like Gatlin, and I like world games because you get barrel jumping and hot dog and a few things. I mean, there's some good stuff. I mean, it's just ski jumping. Of course, you have the ice skating. I mean, I never really was good at that, but hey, couldn't get my triple axle down. It is all with a joystick here. Here, I'll give some audio here.
We're turning it into an ASMR stream.
That's the bad thing about the joysticks is they're so old. I'm like, I hope I don't break one.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know where I'd get a new one. I guess the pre-played games might have some stuff like that, but Mario and Sonic at the Olympics is actually a pretty fun game.
Oh, I thought for a second you were saying that, Reed. And I'm like, there's no way you've played that game, Reed.
No. I was saying the Dragon Age series. I mean, see, there was a lot of there were some D&D games. I mean, technically, what did I have? And actually, I found a couple of them too when I was digging. The problem is look at my age, and I mean, obviously the Commodore in the 80s, and that was all games. I mean, I have in terms of 5 1/4 floppies, I've got, I don't know, hundreds probably. It's insane. I mean, I've got 2 double containers full, and then one single. I mean, back in the day, we had our fast Hack'em copy program, and so yeah, we all played lots of different stuff. I mean, I do have a fair amount of retail, but I've got a bunch that have all kinds of interesting games and stuff. There's lots of fun ones. I mean, in terms of if you're used to the 8-bit graphics and stuff like that, it's not that bad. It just
yeah.
Stuff that, I mean, you're not playing. The 3D stuff is going to be pretty weak compared to what's out there now. But so.
Boxy's my specialty, Golden Light.
He actually looks pretty good. He looks like the guy. He looks like the one.
Good. That's good. Let's put. Let me back up.
It needed the hair and the horns and
Yeah.
ears.
Yeah.
That's what makes it. So.
And this one definitely has to be full body because otherwise it won't make any sense. So.
Oh, that's true.
We gotta do the whole thing. Do I want to do this umbrella? I don't know.
I don't know. He doesn't throw. I mean, give him holding something easy like a torch or something. You know. I mean.
Oh, how about?
I mean, he'd be holding an apple. He could be holding anything. I mean, technically, he's in the world of fantasy, he could be holding anything.
This is true. I feel like he needs to have. Yeah, he's holding a box or a package. At least he is in the reference. So I'll just add that to this. And
trying to remember when Lucy emerges in season for the first time. I can't remember what he's actually. I can't remember what he's
he's like walking, right? He's like I feel like he's carrying wood, maybe.
Yeah,
like he's got like some firewood.
Maybe.
I feel like that's something he's doing.
Ghost Freak Dogs. What's he doing with that hand? I mean,
carrying something. He's holding a package.
I was gonna say with the one hand. I mean, he could be, doing what a lot of people do when they get upset in this world. Especially while driving. I mean,
What does that mean? What do they do?
Holding up a certain finger, it's hard to tell. In the one hand it isn't complete. So yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess.
He does have a line that's kind of in the middle of the hand that's kind of vertical, but hey. It's all in the way you look at it,
Yeah. I mean, stop interpreting it in a different way. I saw such a funny. He's holding wood. I saw such a funny what is it, Instagram reel, I guess. It was like a video. And it was art school critiques. And I'm like, oh boy, let's go into this one. And I was immediately flashed back to college, where it was like this one guy plays like all the characters. And he's like, go ahead and tell us about your piece. I was like, oh man, here it is. Here's my life.
Gator's saying, remember games before pause buttons? When the pause button for the Super Nintendo was revolutionary. Well, I mean, the nice thing about the games like I play, I mean, I'm in a dungeon. I mean, in the new games of the modern age, I mean, you stand anywhere where there's stuff. I mean, you can walk and get hit by another player. I mean, it's like I just walk away in the game. I know it's not going to do anything. I'm just sitting somewhere. It's because back in the day, the games would have, in the old games, you'd had to have some kind of a thing that would actually trigger, the monster or something. So you'd have to walk to a certain spot. I mean, if you just stay somewhere, nothing's going to happen. You don't have the roaming monsters as much. Because if you're standing still, you're good. You're good. So
there you go. Come along this way. That's what he's saying. It's like,
there you go.
Follow me this way.
Follow me to my home. Get out of this nice cold weather and you without a coat.
Exactly.
She was playing hide and seek. So,
but it was funny because I had so many memories of art school, and they're like, I like how you did this with this to represent that and that. And I'm like, yes, I didn't mean to do any of that. I just wanted to draw it. I was like, oh man, having a lot of memories, a lot of flashbacks. All right, there we go. I'm not super happy with the back. Oh, look, it's gigantic. We need to shrink. It's too big. Otherwise, we'll run out of space immediately. Right down here. It's a pretty good start. Look at that. It's got some good stuff there.
Pretty good stuff.
All right, let me look through. Let's see. Let me look up what some of these are because I don't know.
Seeing that you don't have much off time these days, are you playing any games, Mr. Hinkle?
Yeah, but I usually. So I'm currently working through Earthbound on Super Nintendo. My son and I are both playing that together, and we only play about 1 to maybe hour and a half every other night. It'll be something we do right before he goes to bed. And that's about it. Nothing current. Nothing current. Let's see. I'm searching up some of these suggestions you guys have made. So just so you're aware. Let's see. Let's see. What is this guy? I have no idea who this is. Oh, it's a Dungeons and Dragons character. All right. I can try to do this one. All right, let's see. Ooh, Willow's great. Willow is good. I need to watch that again, too. It's been way too long, to the point where I almost don't remember most of that film. All right. Let's see here. Any update, Reed, on your participation of if you're going to be involved with the Brick World show in a couple weeks?
I don't know. I mean, I missed. I mean, obviously, what's wild is the band chat for Denlug is like flipping all the time. I mean, just chat after chat after chat. Now, Whislugs on their Slack, and for some reason, I don't get the like any kind of a notification icon that there's new chats, and so I wasn't paying attention. There was a meeting earlier in the week for the Whislug room or whatever we were doing for the show, so I missed that meeting. I mean, I don't really have anything built. All I got is Memorial Tower. I mean, the castle literally is 100,000 pieces right now, and so I don't really have much to show for the show. I mean, that's kind of thing. I have to show people how to make capes or something. I mean, or tents or something like that. I mean, I don't really have anything.
Are you in the Slack group for that? He put something up. Mark put up something. He was like,
I don't know.
Anybody
I don't
interested
in that group. So.
Oh, you're not in it?
I don't know. I mean, I really haven't. I mean, I did the first 2. I mean, and it's kind of things where it's Halloween based and everything. And my haunted house has been at the Bricks and Minifig store for the last, I don't know, 10, 11 months. I mean, it's been sitting maybe longer than that, probably. But I mean, because I have that old display case from when the Lego stores switched their galleries and they gave all the old gallery cases to the AFOLs. So I have that tall case that I have sitting at the Bricks and Minifig store in Madison here. And it's got my haunted house in there. That's built out of, instead of the green, it's got the trans purple bricks in there. And then, so.
Sir, that is a luck dragon, not a dog. Oh, man. But yeah, because you've been at the previous shows, you should have access to the older forums because they don't turn it off. They just keep adding, they keep adding more threads to it is what they keep doing. And so he keeps putting a post saying, does anybody from this show want to be involved with the next show? And does anyone from this show want to be involved?
I haven't changed my Slack in forever. So, I mean, it sticks in the Whislug.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, Jordan posted something about his ship. Whoa. 142 studs long. Yay.
Don't look, you'll feel sad.
What?
I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, I don't build ships. I probably should, but I mean, I got enough brick probably, but I'm stuck in that. For some reason, I'm stuck in the translucent world.
Excuse me, sure, that's a left dragon, sure.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah. I just don't switch very often.
Well, so the thing is that I'm literally only in 2 Slack groups. I'm in the Brick World Slack group, and I am in a Cub Scouts Slack group because that's how my son's Den communicates with us.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not technically I'm not even in favor of using it because it is just another thing, and I'm like adding continuously more platforms to communicate doesn't fix communicating. It just keeps adding more places to communicate. We already have email. We already have phone. Like, how about we just properly use those?
Well, see, I
don't have a choice. Like, it's just, if you're going to be a part of Brickworld, you got to use the Slack. If you're going to be in Cub Scouts, got to use the Slack. So I'm like, dang it.
Yeah, so you have the Brickworld Lug Network, I created one for Friday Night Bricks. I have a Whistslug. I have the Brick World Whistslug, the Brick World Wisconsin displayers, and then I have the Brick World Virtual Cons. I mean, actually I have 4. So I mean, but obviously a couple of them won't be very active because there's no physical shows. So the Brick World Lug Network, whether or not that's still being used or not, I don't know. But
look at that, Ken fixes suggestion. Falcor, the luck dragon from the Neverending Story. Thank you, sir. Sir, you fixed it, sir. Thank you, sir.
So yeah, I mean, normally I probably would. I mean, I guess I could show off the new keep. I mean, which I haven't really started building too much, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't.
You don't have to. I was just curious.
No,
you could just hang out with me.
Oh, are you doing something for it? Then yeah.
Don't you have you have access to the whole year, don't you? Because
probably, yeah.
You registered.
Well, yeah, because I left my registration ride at the Brick World Chicago last year, so I think that gives me access.
Yeah, so just hang out with me for 4 hours.
I can do that.
Because I signed up, or he asked me to, and I'm like, all right, I'll come back. I mean, I'm honored that he thinks that my content adds something to the show enough that I have been invited back 3 times, because I do realize that they're trying to vary the content that they're showing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I haven't been expecting it. I haven't been waiting around to be like, oh yeah, I'm going to be at all the Brick Worlds, because I didn't think it was interesting enough to have it each time.
Yeah.
But I've been asked these times, so I guess he does think it's interesting enough to do that. So
I mean, I guess if there's one around the Christmas time, if I get my button gear and get some stuff built on the castle, I could maybe do it. Because I think I've done both of them from the storage, and right now my building table has the designs for the castle on half, and the other half is just full of instruction manuals. I've been trying to go through and figure out what I have and whatnot. Yeah. So it's a mess. Storage is a disaster. I mean,
that was supposed to help you.
I could actually technically go, yeah, it is. But I mean, well, I'm throwing them in the lateral file cabinets. So I mean, in essence, they are getting a little bit more organized. I'm trying to catalog it, I guess, for the most part, so that if for some reason somebody needs an instruction manual, or if Bricks and Minifigs wants to, if that would add value to some of their used sets they're getting in, if they had the instructions or stickers. Because I found a couple of the perfect example is the Maersk ships. I think I have 2 of them sealed instructions with all those stickers. So I mean, I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Some people might want to reapply all that stuff. And then again, that's
see you later, Hawkeye.
See you, Hawkeye. So.
Yeah, no, Nick, there's been several Brick World virtual shows.
I mean, the other thing too is, didn't you say you just did the BrickCon too?
I did the BrickCon. I won't lie, that was more successful for me because I actually made sales from it. I made quite a bit, actually. I made 10 sales from the BrickCon show. They handled it very differently. So there was they used Eventbrite and Event Hub. So you had a virtual booth, which was different than having a Zoom room. And so there was direct links. So you're watching me do whatever I'm drawing. And if you just scroll down, you will keep watching me, but you can also have direct links to all my products and click it and it'll take you straight to my Etsy store to buy it. And so that was really helpful, and it actually made a difference. So I made money. The virtual, so it's interesting because I made money and that was good. But as to people watching me live, that was abysmal. That was I had Jeff there. I really appreciated Jeff being there, spending time with me, giving me some company, someone to talk to. But other than that, nobody else was there. Hang on one second. Okay, go away from me.
It must be blue.
Right, so, yeah, so that was kind of not ideal because, well, I mean, I guess I'd rather make money than have people talk to me. So I guess it was fine.
Yeah. I mean, and each show's a little bit different. So it's, one of those things like I said, I mean, didn't you say that there weren't any really live mocks, what,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, I was saying that not everybody has cracked the code. Everybody's doing stuff that's cool. And everyone's doing different things that work, but nobody has gotten it all right. There's things to be appreciated about each of them.
Everybody will master the virtual con right as we finish, and we're going back to the actual.
Probably. Isn't that how it goes?
That way, if we have another, pandemic, God forbid, or at least when they say it'll happen another 10 years, but it'll disappear much quicker, we'll be more prepared for it, I guess.
Put him down there. Hopefully that meets with your approval, Jeff. I just Googled the character. I assume that's him. Might not even be him.
Ben's Brick Designs is here. Welcome, Ben.
What's up, Ben? There's that guy. Is that Kevin's equivalent to a dog interruption? It is kind of. Well, it doesn't happen as often as the dog interruption, but it does happen. Kid interruptions.
Little Hank.
Yeah, that's the worst when you're doing a stream alone. It is. All right, let me get another one to draw, and we'll keep talking. All right, let's do this Falcor. We need to do the Luck Dragon. We're going to do the Luck Dragon. Where is Falcor? Falcor, where are you? There you are. I'm going down, Peter. Whoa, but have you seen the second one? I've never seen the second one. The second Neverending Story.
I don't know. I think I've only seen parts of the
first one.
I don't know.
I will admit, like at the peak of the film, I was moved. I was indeed moved. I felt like I was a part of the experience, which was kind of amazing. Like, how is this happening? How is this possible?
Ben's Brick Design says second one is terrible.
Is it terrible? Somebody else said that too. David Pagano had said that the second one was like terrible, and I guess like maybe nobody from the first one's in the second one.
Today is actually going to feel like a work day today.
It is.
Yeah, because I'm streaming with you for 3, and then I have my own 5 later on. So.
Well, you don't have to. No one told you got to do 5 hours.
I think I actually kept. What did I think I kept it shorter last week so I could actually do the Commodore stuff, but that wasn't all that. Great.
Oh yeah, you did that. You did that first. Last Friday. You were playing for like a few hours, and then you took like a break, and then you started.
Yeah.
Because I remember popping in, and people were like, "Is this Friday Night Bricks? Did you start early?" I remember seeing that comment.
Ben's Brick Design is 5 hours. Well, yeah, my average is 5 hours. I usually do about 5. I mean,
you don't know, Ben? You don't pop by Friday Night Bricks every Friday? Read, how many episodes have you done?
This will be this week will be 127.
127 weeks of this show. Gotta check it out, Ben. Your YouTube channel is Hope Castle, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes I forget what you have as Hope Castle and what you have as Assembling.
Well, Assembling Hope is the nonprofit that you helped me kind of go, but that one doesn't. That one's not doing as much. I mean, obviously, right now too, we're in a pandemic, so the hospitals aren't taking donations. So
yeah, that makes a little bit of it.
So I'm stockpiling, but I haven't seen a lot of poly bags on sale. So I mean,
because you have. Like I think like your Twitter, like there's a couple things you have that
Twitter, yeah, Twitter and Instagram is Assembling Hope, and then Hope Castle, and Hope Castle does have a group I think on Facebook too. So Hope Castle's got its own website, hopecastle.org. So I mean, it hasn't had many updates because I haven't been doing much with it. I mean, I guess I need to shoot a picture of the 100,000 clear plates that are now free to be used for the rebuild of Hope Castle, and it'll probably be about 105 or 110,000 after I take apart the gatehouse. So
I would get sick of my own voice.
So it's just it's wild. It's wild because I got all those plates. I'm like, gosh, I only get 1,100 pieces in a pick-a-brick cup. So it's like, wow, that's a lot of cups of pick-a-brick.
There you go. Look, we got Ghost Freaking Talking helping out with the direct links to Reed's channel.
Ooh, yeah. Right now, the top of it's got all Commodore games because I've been doing that while I've been on vacation this week. So
I might need to readjust the snout of this as I draw.
So other than that, yeah, I mean, other than that, it's bowling, and I did bowl last night. Last night was a good night. So fortunately, they're not calling the scores into the newspapers, so I didn't get to be in the newspaper, unfortunately. But oh well.
There's newspapers still.
There is. Yeah, my mom. Have you read the paper today? No.
I don't even watch the news. I get my news from usually I get it from YouTube.
Golden Light, I love some good bowling. Well, last night was a good night. Last night I actually bowled really good last night. Better than my teammates, of course. I went 219, 233, 248 for 700.
Thank you, Ken. Appreciate that. Someone's not a fantasy fan.
Larry's like, Larry, did you see Larry's comment?
Oh, I'm slowly out of my detox now. I've been commenting on streams again.
Yeah, you did jump in that. I think you jumped in the Commodore one the one night or something.
Well, no, Friday Night Bricks, because you were by yourself.
Oh, that's right. I
was like, what is this? Why does Reed have nobody?
Isaac S is here. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, what's up, Isaac?
So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, especially in the date weeks when it's date night, I mean, it's one of those things where I know the people like Larry and those guys have stuff going on. I mean, it's not like I don't send out requests. I send out 40 requests. I send out about 40, 50 requests a week. So, yeah. There's definitely invites out there. Gator Bricks is here.
What's up, Gator Bricks? Let me readjust this.
You can eat food while bowling. Is it still a sport? I don't generally eat too much while I bowl. I'm wearing a mask. I mean, I got to pull a mask down to drink. I mean, I did only drink water last night. So I did actually, instead of drinking a normal soda, I did only drink water last night, which was pretty good. That's why I bowled a little bit better. But I'm wearing my Assembling Hope polo too. So maybe my guardian angels feel like they maybe need to help me a little bit more when I'm wearing stuff that reminds them. I don't know.
There's some things I like about this drawing, but there's some things I don't. I'm liking the features, but like the shape of the head is wrong. So I need to I'll adjust it as we go.
I'm hoping bowling will help shed some pounds. Now that I'm back to being active again, a little bit.
Hey, you can hit the gym. I'm hitting the gym. You can hit the gym.
I'll just hit the rollerblades. The rollerblades are nice, but I mean, I don't think with my gut, my balance is very good. I almost need roller skates, but
Well, I mean, if you're doing anything to be active, that's good.
I did buy a jump rope about a month and a half ago. That's still sitting in the car, and then I did buy that little mini trampoline. I did use it once. It's out. I did a little video. It's out on my YouTube channel out there where I was trying to jump and take apart Hope Castle.
Oh yeah, I saw. I was like, I think I was like, that sounds like the worst thing to ever do. I was like, you're jumping on Lego pieces.
Yeah, well, I figured that why have to do like a fire walk when you can do a fire jump? Come on.
I mean, kudos to you for again being active and doing stuff. But I was like, he's taking, and also kudos to you for multitasking and doing things multiple things at the same time. But I was like, he's taking apart the bricks and now he's jumping on them. I was like, that's like, he's a glutton for punishment. It's like, I want to jump on these Lego pieces.
Yes, Isaac, that is a Mr. Tumnus to the right.
Indeed, he's hiding over there.
Yeah, he's right below the legs of a unicorn. So.
Okay. He does kind of have like this little. It's not like a mohawk, but like a mane. It's got like a little bit of a mane.
So yeah.
I'm going down, Peter. Yeah. I always think of that. Of the Family Guy when Peter's riding on Falcor. You're a little heavy, Peter. Yeah. I'm going down, buddy. Yeah.
Steven Struvel's here. Hello.
What's up, Steve? Thanks for popping in. Who? That's not you. That's not Steve's picture.
Golden Light Pictures is heading out.
See you later, Golden Light Pictures. Oh, I think Steve told me this before. He already explained this joke to me. I forgot about it though. Like, what? Who is this? Who is this guy?
Isaac says, I don't know why, but that thing gave me nightmares as a kid.
All right, I need like a good shot of its. There we go, of it flying. Maybe I need to see the rest. So many of these pictures are just the face. I need the body. It is me. It was my work account. Yeah, it was you. I think I remember you talking about that already. I forgot. Wow, who's this guy? How do I want to do this? Hello there, Fireflight 50 on Twitch. Welcome. I don't know if I like that. Jeff says, hey, wait a second. Wait a second. How do I want to go about this? Ooh, that's a good one, Ben. Good one. Draw these limbs and the mane. That dead silence is messing with me. Messing with my head. Reed's muted. He's discussing confidential things. I assume he is. I don't know. How was your day today? It is okay. Thank you for asking. How are you? Welcome to the stream. We're drawing fantasy things today. Fantasy is the theme.
I'm back.
There he is.
Hey, I'm not asleep. I had an interruption too. I just didn't think you wanted to hear the day-by-day, play-by-play of me and my mom talking about the fact that is the ceiling done? Yes, the ceiling's done. The hole has been filled. Hopefully the rodents, the animals will stop.
You don't know. We might have wanted the play-by-play.
Maybe.
Larry says Reed's probably asleep. He does that.
Hey, yeah. Well, I'm drinking water now, so I don't have the kickstarts here to just kickstart my morning. So it's possible, Might have to take a nap just so I can have that 5-hour stream later tonight.
Yeah. What do you normally drink to like wake yourself up? Energy drinks or what?
I've been using Kickstart's been my drink of choice. I mean,
is that an energy drink? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a Mountain Dew thing.
Okay.
So it's a Mountain Dew product. So
are you having any of those with like the withdrawal headaches and junk?
No,
that's good.
No, because it's I still drink a lot of water. I mean, I've been drinking a lot of water. I mean, I have like a liter bottle that probably had soda at one time that I fill with water before I leave on my route in the morning. But when the water's gone, I mean, I don't buy water. I mean, water.
Thanks for the follow, Firefly 50. Appreciate it.
Yep, I see that. Yep, Firefly.
No, but I mean, like I give up coffee every year for Lent because I have to give up something, and I definitely get headaches. I get headaches for like 3 days. So my body's totally used to the caffeine from coffee. All right, let me look up this. We're gonna start this next one. Let's see here, from Spirited Away.
I know you had some ones early on too. I know Lindsay made a.
Yeah, there's a lot of good.
Lindsay did Catacorn.
Is that like a unicorn cat?
Oh no. Bubba had the Woodland Sprite.
Oh, that's right. That was a good one too. There's a lot of good ones. Let's see here. Try to get this shape right.
Building with Steve is here.
Yes, you said that before.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, he was in a different. He had a different face though last time. That was when I was like, "That's not you."
Oh,
that's not you. But he changed his picture. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Jesus died for your sins. You can endure coffee withdrawals. I do. I endure it every year. For how many years in a row have I done that? 5-ish years I've done that. And that is exactly the thing, Steve. I'm like, I need to give up something that actually affects me and causes me discomfort. And boy, does that do it.
what?
Giving up coffee each year for Lent, that definitely causes discomfort. This year, though, it is me. Look at the picture. It's my school photo. Is that really you, though? In that other picture? Let me see. Let me go back up. Where did that go? I couldn't tell because it was really small. Was that actually you? Oh, where did it go? It went to.
It's up there.
It's too far, right? We've
no, you scroll. You scroll a little bit. It's right there. It's
I want to see if it is Steve. I couldn't tell. It just looked like somebody else.
It's right above the "Gotta Head Out," hopefully by Golden Light Pictures.
Okay.
So it's not that far. If you scroll up, I mean, because yeah, if you see the building with Steve first.
Oh yeah.
It's just.
Oh
right.
wait, it is. That is you. I have to really, really look like close at that. It didn't. It looked like somebody else. It's me being all professional. It definitely
Firefly's going back into school. Have a nice day.
Oh, see you later. Thanks for stopping by and for the follow. I appreciate it.
Kind of looking at both, and then I because I have that extra monitor up, which is just got Twitch up on the extra monitor, and the main monitor's got the chat and the private chat and the doodles. The doodles.
All the oh, hey, get back over. Yes. It really didn't look like you though, Steve. It didn't. On quick glance. Quick glance.
I don't think any of our high school photos really, for any of us are older, would look
Chris, I like being Protestant. How about more coffee? So many people give up chocolate, and I did that for a few years, but I'm like, this is nothing. This doesn't mean anything to me. Oh no, I can't eat chocolate for a month. Oh well, I'll live. I also gave up meat a couple years, so I was like, I'll be a vegetarian. And again, like they weren't like doing anything. I'm like, this doesn't affect me. Like, okay, I can't do this.
You want to hear the one that'll hurt you the most? Give up drawing for a month.
I can't do that. That's but like it was right on cue. The first year I gave up coffee, I was like, whoa, I'm having withdrawal headaches. I am very inconvenienced. This is the one. I have found the one, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one that's definitely gonna be the chosen thing to give up. And that is what I've stuck to ever since.
Ben says give up streaming or Lego building.
Oh, I could give up Lego building easily. Boom, done.
Family Bricks is here.
I don't build that much, Ben. I haven't bought Lego in. Oh, what's up, Matt? I haven't bought Lego in almost a year.
I've been buying the pieces and stuff. I bought more golden bananas.
And it just doesn't really. I don't know.
I mean, I've got 4 or 5 Bricklink orders like in the carts right now for the rebuild, but other than that, I really haven't been buying much.
Peter Bricks, you shut your mouth. Give up bread for a month. I mean, I'm trying to not eat as much bread in general for my health. So Oh, you know what? That's right, Matt. Super Mario is the only thing I've broken that for. You're absolutely right. I forgot about that. Super Mario, all the Mario stuff, and that is it. I have not purchased anything else prior to whenever the Jurassic Park gate thing came out. That was the last thing.
I'm looking forward to when Imagine's module comes out for the Super Mario.
It's just like nothing, Ben, nothing like really interests me. It's just like, I think I've detoxed successfully through the sickness. Like I'm all about Mario, and even though the Mario stuff, as I've discussed multiple times, is not what I wanted and not what I had in mind, I have to support the partnership because I know how businesses and corporate entities operate. And so if you don't support it and you don't buy it, then there will be no more of it. And I am hoping that they would continue to explore that partnership and do other things. So I bought it for that reason alone. But nothing really interests me. I'm like, okay, there's cool stuff.
I bought a couple of the dragons, a couple of the Master Wu's Battle Dragon for the Ninjago. Maybe transitioning some of the dragons in the castle, but
so the Batman stuff, Boohoo Lego Star Wars. The Batman stuff is some good examples of stuff that I was like, ooh, that's neat. And then I have that like initial feeling like I should buy that, and then I sit on it for a week, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't. But those are some good examples of things that have been like tempting, but nah. And I don't really have much of a backlog anymore, Ben. I've got
a Falcon.
I got a Falcon, and I've got the Ninjago City, which is a pretty big one. And what else? The Jurassic Gate. I've got like 4 sets. That's what I got.
Maybe you need to. What are you going to build? How much time do you have for the 72-hour stream?
None.
Oh, none. Oh.
Yeah, I'm not participating in
how about the Creations for Charity? You gonna do anything with that this year?
I might pop in. I mean, there's been very few years where I haven't joined at all. But last year I did the whole thing. You know, I co-hosted with Joshua, so I'm like, I'm good actually.
What did you build for that year? You obviously didn't build the Falcon. What did you build that year?
What did I build? I think I worked on the Brick Bank. And Voltron. I built Voltron.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Yeah, who can afford Legos, says Ray.
I don't. I think the biggest set I've got right now would be. Well, I have a Death Star. I have the original one. As I got a hint from a friend that maybe it was going to be going away, so I bought it. That was that was the last good thing I bought as an employee. Like,
is that a good tip? Was it a good tip? Did it go away?
It did. It did, and then of course the new one came out, which is kind of quite humorous, but you know.
Oh, this was before the revamped one.
Yeah, so I got 10188. I got.
That's a kind of a shame.
No, it's okay. The good one. That's good. That's good. But I'm trying to. That one. I have the original Sandcrawler, the first one, or the first one they did, the first big one. Other than that, I mean, well, I have a couple modules. I have a bank and I have the Grand Emporium. But other than that, for big sets, the big sets I have is the used Eiffel Tower, which at some point hopefully I'll sell. Mrs. Neverland is here. Good morning.
What is up? Welcome. But yeah, no, I didn't sign up. I mean, part of it was timing too, because that winter 72-hour stream, the sign up literally dropped when I was like burnt out and the stream got canceled, and I'm like, I need a detox from Lego streaming. Like that is literally like days afterwards. They're like, hey, winter 72-hour stream, sign up. I'm like, no, thank you. I was like, I'm good. I'm good. So part of it was bad timing, but also just like, I don't know. I like it being once a year. It's like a big thing and it's fun. I'm not necessarily. And I also put a lot of planning into what I did. I had other artists come in. I did a lot of coordination. I wanted to make it kind of special, and I'm not necessarily ready to do that again already. But I'll still be streaming, so that'll be kind of, interesting. I will not by any means tell people to not watch whoever is streaming during my normal streaming time. Go for it. If you want to support them, do it. If you want to hang out here, that's fine too. But somebody will be streaming, and I will be streaming at my normal time.
Gator says that Cantina is tempting too. I mean, the Cantina is. I still want the newer Falcon because it's.
That's a tempting one. Yeah.
The inside is what I think what makes this one good. So because I helped you take apart your old one.
Yeah.
Like, my lord.
Okay, let's get another one going here. Let's see. Let me go back through the private chat. Isaac said Tom Holland from Onward. That's a good one too. That's like let's do that one. Let's see, where was that? Where did you say that? Where did it go?
Which one?
Tom Holland from Onward.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I copied that one by accident. I must have.
No, you got it in there somewhere. I just need to find where the original one was. Oh, sorry, I missed that. How's Inktober going from Ray? Oh, here we go. Here's the comment. Let me get that up. It's going okay, Ray. The big pain, the really big pain, is the setup, because I have to tear down and set up my area for streaming and then tear it down and set it up for taking the photograph, and it's really annoying. It's in two different places. One has the light box, one doesn't. So I literally have to carry the lights over, plug them in, carry over the stand, set it up, do the live stream, take it down, take it back to the other room, set up the light box again. That's really annoying. But it's been going fine. Ben is coughing.
Mm-hmm.
Ben is coughing. Ben, do you have something to say, Ben? Let's see. What's the name of this character? He's got a staff.
Might be coughing after my comment. Maybe, you never know.
All right, let's do this guy. I think it's the one in the red shirt, right? I didn't see this movie. In the red flannel, and I think this one will be our first colored one. Yeah, because we're at the halfway point.
Well, Ben did comment about the fact that he's upset about the proposed 2021 microfighters, more of the same instead of something new. So.
My other thing is that I have so much Lego.
Oh, he coughed after you were saying someone else's stream. So.
Oh, is it you? Did you sign up for that same time, Ben, the Friday morning? Hey, that's fine with me.
Oh, he said he's doing a Sunday 2-hour slot, but maybe he's got Friday too. I don't know.
That is fine with me, good sir. You have children and didn't see Onward? No, they didn't ask about it. Kids didn't ask about it.
No, just in general.
Oh,
yeah,
you can always watch somebody else's stream.
This is the better stream, but you never know. It could be, could be entertaining too. I don't know who's got that time slot. I probably have the link somewhere I could look, but I don't even know.
No, I mean that comment is mostly just in reference to people that have other streams happening at the same time I stream, because I get it. People get a little, they get stressed because they're like, well, I want to support my friend, but I also want to support this, and they're both at the same time, and I don't know what to do.
Interesting. I don't know where that was.
Coach Freaking Talking was voted off the 72-hour island. Yeah, I think was it in that recap video that Doc did where he was talking about how it would be nice if this kind of larger event, like a 72-hour stream, people put a lot of effort into it, kind of make it special and have some things planned, not necessarily just the same old rigmarole. I'm kind of in that camp too, which is why I didn't do that when I was in the 72-hour stream. I went out of my way to bring in some people that have never streamed before, and kind of put a little spotlight on the Lego artist community. But I mean, the same old stuff, that happens all the time. Every day you can hang out and build Lego and people, live stream. So I feel like those should be a little bit more effort, a little bit more special.
I mean, because I think it's all central time slots. So China C, CapeCon Lego will be.
Oh, okay. CC's at that same time, Friday morning.
Joshua Hanlon's got the last hour, like 11 to 12.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Because he'll be probably talking about the he'll probably mention the 24-hour live stream for the Creations for Charity the following weekend. That's why we suggested it. I mean, it looks like most of the slots are full.
I mean, at this point, I would assume they are.
Yeah. There's some that are not. Let's see.
Really?
Yeah, I think even the early one, a couple of the first ones aren't. The starting ones on Friday. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, like it must be the midnight to 2 a.m. is not. That has not been taken yet.
What's up, Will Harper? We got Will Harper in the chat.
Oh, missed that one.
That's all right. Sometimes they sneak in.
Who organizes these things? Well, I mean, Healy Bricks and Butt Chop are the ones that have been doing the last few. So Butt Chop, I think, did the last one. I think he was asked to do this one. Haley did, I think, the couple before that. So,
yeah.
But there, I mean, it's one of those things where, if you watch if Butt Chop's on, if you watch a Friday Night Bricks and he's on, you can ask. I mean, he'll send you the link or whatever. Looks like a couple early morning on Saturday are still open. I mean, it's filling. I mean, there's a lot of spots that are full. I mean, there's only a few holes. The holes are going to be weird, like early stuff, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. slots. So
the usually the paranormal spots.
yeah, that or the overseas one. Looks like
that's true. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so Sunday's got some early morning ones that are. Yeah. Otherwise, it looks pretty full. I mean, there's a few spots here and there, but yeah, it looks like. It looks. It's pretty good. I mean, there's probably 3 or 4 holes in there. So yeah, I mean, definitely stop into like a Friday Night Bricks or something if you're interested. Butt Chop can get you he'll email you the link. So we were going to do a sacrifice of Jigglypuff on the GFT stream.
Oh,
and we weren't allowed.
Did you get Miss Neverland's request? I don't remember what it was.
More from Treasure Island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get that in the old private chat.
Yeah. I don't know for Zoom. Yeah, probably. He sent it as Butt Shop that time, so it was like, oh, so I just let's see here. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I almost did that. Oh, let me look. Raptus is in there. Ed Iceberg Bricks is in there. Hope Brick Sisters.
Oh, that explains this, says Jeff. Let's see. Will, can you do crossover Darth Vader and Voldemort? Well, you know what's interesting is I was surprised when I did television last week, and someone had requested Darth Vader, and I drew Darth Vader because Star Wars is on TV, and it was funny how many people were like, Star Wars is not television. So it's like, oh. But yes, Darth Vader was in fact drawn just last week, so I think I would probably not necessarily.
Yeah, I gotta get my stuff for the auction ready too. Brickhead Family, Ben's Brick Designs, Michael Maniac. Yep. Yeah, Fazoom, you're there. You're on Sunday.
You're in.
Bluegrass, Bricks Extremes, Hauling and Balling.
The great Darth Vader debate. There's always a debate, though. There's always people are like, that's not in line with today's theme. I'm like, yeah, they're slightly vague.
So, yeah, it should still be another good one. I think the reason they try to, I think it might just been the fact that I think they were people that said they missed out on it, and maybe that's why they did another one.
That always happens, no matter what.
I think it's one of those things where, I don't know, maybe they felt because of the pandemic and the fact that a lot of people are inside, might be kind of cool to do 2 this year. They probably won't do 2 next year.
Well, I think that's what they said, didn't they? Is that there's no cons or whatever, so they wanted to do it again. And I can, appreciate
the auction
that.
will be good. The auction will probably be even better this time. So, because now that everybody's looking for it, because that actually went pretty good last time with Hoosier. So, that should be pretty good. I need to get some stuff ready. Make sure I don't try and sell it beforehand. So,
yeah, don't do that. Let's try to get this staff.
Try and find some stuff that I don't really need reserves on or anything and whatnot. So dates November, I think 20. It's the week before the hauling or the week before the Beyond the Brick ones. I think it's 20, 21st, 22nd, and then the Beyond the Brick one will be starting on that Black Friday, the 27th, right after Thanksgiving. So that's a good one too. That one's always good. I think I've done that one. I think I did some early morning ones a couple years back and that was where I built the haunted house with the trans purple. And I think I built the Ewok village with the purple leaves instead of the standard one. So yeah, the weekend before Thanksgiving, because the weekend of Thanksgiving is the Beyond the Brick 24-hour Creations for Charity live stream. So I actually need to have something for that too. Need to build something. I was thinking of doing one of the igloos, actually. I think one of the trans clear igloos. I think.
All right, I think this is probably ready for some colors at this point.
Oh, are we in the color part?
Yeah, we've passed the halfway point of today's stream, which means I will begin coloring.
Ooh, color.
Start coloring some of these. This is a good one to color, I think.
Did you injure his arm or what?
I didn't like what I did. All right. Let's see. He has his own class. Who has a class? Vader would be Gryffindor. I'll die on this hill. Okay. If you must. If this is what you wish. All right, let me move. Actually, let me move before we color him. Let me move him a little bit. Shrink it a tad. So yeah, nope, I didn't sign up this year for the 72. Or not this year. I did. I signed up and did the 72. I did not sign up for the winter 72.
Well, hopefully the pandemic will start to wane here as we head into the next year. So, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see. So, I guess it'll be interesting to see what the first show will be next year. I guess so.
Yeah, it will indeed.
So,
but yeah, to my earlier point, it's interesting because no matter what it is or who does it or where it happens or when, there are always people that feel like they were not properly informed. Always.
Later, have fun, feel better.
Chris. And it's always interesting to me because people be like, "Oh, why didn't you tell everybody?" Or why didn't? And there really isn't. Like, take it from me. You could do anything in the world. You could have a wide blast on social media. You could ask everyone to post anything everywhere. You can do emails. You can do forum posts. You can do video. You can do anything, and you're still always going to have people like, you didn't do a good enough job telling us. And it's just like, there are things you can do. There are basic, like, call outs and advertisements and such like that. But then it's just like, nah, nope, that's on you. You can also just ask around and see what people are talking about. But I spent years years hearing different people complain about not being properly informed about stuff.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where I think in the end, it's one of those things where, you know, usually we talk about it so much. It's one of those things where it's usually, I think it's just new people that
Yeah, sure, absolutely,
have found that portion of the community that are like, oh, this would be
absolutely.
fun, let's do it. And you're like, yeah, but by the time they find out, it's like, well, you know, all the spots are filled because we need to fill them months in advance, and so it's one of those things where that's kind of the kicker.
Yeah. Well, and also most people in those things invite people to come on with them. So just because you yourself are not hosting doesn't mean you can't participate. Because I'll be honest, some of the stuff that I saw this year, I would say, I don't want to use the word boring, but the stuff that like I clicked off quicker was when it was just one person and not anybody else with the one person.
I mean, that's why I like to have lots of people in there. I mean, that's why I sent out my normal invite list and had, I don't know. I forgot to look at, Doc's other two. I know he said for the first one, I had probably the most guests in mind. So, I mean, you know, it's always nice to liven things up. So
Ben's like, ouch, that would be me. You know, it's just like, I watched a little bit of almost everybody's. But it was the stuff that I didn't tend to stick around too long was when it was just solo people. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't mind solo streamers. I watch them all the time. It's just like in that setting, like, I feel like the major point of it, and this is my interpretation, mine alone, is to really celebrate and bring together people new and old in the community. And so like that feels like the setting to try to do that as much as you can. And so, you know, it's just like, okay, you know, this is content I've seen before.
F.A. User is here.
Oh, what's up? What's up, F.A.? So, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, it's always fun to see what's out there. Mrs. Brick Kitten is there also.
Ben's face, the super long face. It's just me. It is but my opinion, my lowly opinion.
Welcome, Tanya.
I am, what's up, Tanya? I am in no way in charge of any of this.
I mean, yeah, because each person has their own of what they like. Some people might like a lot of that, whereas other people like to see the different things. And so it's kind of one of those things where you just, I mean, and speak of the devil, Tanya was at the beginning of the Friday Night Bricks all the time. And I haven't seen her in a long time, but she really, you know, those people who were at the beginning helped it grow the most, is because that's, you know, they helped become, you know, people learn that, you know, hey, oh, wow, he's got all these people. Well, you know, hey, I might as well jump in and share my 2 cents worth. And, you know, so.
Ben says, according to my Twitch followers, you're probably correct. Isaac says, gotta run. See you later. Thanks for the upper half of Tunnel. Yeah, no problem. Onward is a great movie. Yeah, I need to see it. I've heard good things about it, but I have not seen it. I've heard it's really good for people that have siblings. That's a thing that I've heard. And I have siblings. I have 4 other siblings. I don't know if that's
building with people. Building with people is always good. I mean, and that's kind of the thing, is it's, you know, the goal is hopefully for a lot of the streams that are, you know, multi-person are the ones that you're actually getting stuff done. You're sorting, you're building, you're cleaning, you know, you're doing something.
Well, and it's also hard. I mean, it is very difficult depending on who you are and what you want to create. Because, I mean, you know, let's not beat around the bush. I tried it and it failed. You know, like I was going for a certain type of vibe and a certain type of family-friendly atmosphere while also inviting people in, and you know, those people couldn't be trusted to make it happen. So there is a formula. There's a magic formula in having other people. Well, also depending on what type of image you want to project and what kind of brand you want to represent. That's all kind of, you know, part of it. Absolutely, Tanya. And Tanya should be drawing more too on such streams. I'll just put that out there. There you go. I'm not talking about you at all, Nick. Nick, I'm sitting there listening to like all the podcasts and commenting on all of them. I have nothing to gain by bashing your stuff. That's my plan. My plan all along is to be super supportive and then bash you behind the scenes. I think I'm gonna do a little paintbrush. I don't do that very often on this, but I want to get the cheeks. The cheeks. Let's see. I should do a darker shade of this for the shadow. I don't even know if that's really the right color. Kind of doesn't look like it from this, but maybe it's close enough.
Tanya, you'll have to send me the link to your Twitch. I guess I didn't know.
Blaming me for the takedown. You are absolutely not to blame.
I really haven't. I've been watching a little bit on Twitch, not much. Kind of. I should be building more instead of destroying.
You will eventually.
Now, when I figure out what I really want to do, figure out if I have enough pieces.
Probably not.
Probably not. Well, if I make the walls bigger, probably not. You're right.
Anytime you want to build anything, no matter how big your collection is, you never have enough to do what you want.
Well, I mean, the one thing I want, I love that 1x2x2 brick with the studs on the side. If that was in clear, I'd be set, because that would be awesome. Clear bricks. Well, there's no shows. I mean, that's the problem with no actual.
Well,
shows.
and you know, that's also great. That's really interesting that you say that, because in the beginning, so many people were quick to say like, "Oh, I can't wait to see all the incredible mocks everybody's going to be building for next year because there's no show, so everyone has so much time." I'm like, what are you talking? Like, I said it really quick. I was like, "Oh, what is this? Go away." Good. I said really quick into everything shutting. I go, no, it's not. Nobody's going to have any like drive, because maybe at the very beginning, but eventually you're just like, what's the point? I can't take it anywhere. I can't show it anywhere. There's no time pressure. You know, it's like, who even knows when shows are going to start? But I feel like there's a lot more people that are just like, nah, whatever. There's no pressure. Maybe I'll do it or I won't do it.
The only one will be the guys that are like doing the ship stuff, because I like, you know, like.
Well, because they had a drive. It's because Ship Timber. Yeah, Ship Timber. It's because they had a date. They had a due date. Had to be done by the end of the month.
There'll be lots of, you know, if people aren't destroying some of the stuff, there might be lots of small mocks, because like Whistler's doing lots of photo challenges. If they're keeping together some of those mocks, then they might, and they're actually going to do a couple contests to show off at the virtual Brick World in October. So they've actually got a couple contests going on right now that they can show off during that show. So I mean, it's one of those things where it's I mean, obviously with the fact that with no shows, I'm actually doing a bigger renovation than I normally would. If I had shows this year, the castle wouldn't have been totally demolished. I would have had to make minor changes like I started doing, and then realized, you know what, let's just start over. I mean, let's basically, the keep needs to stay the same shape. Memorial Tower will stay, but the castle itself needs to be, I want to revamp it. Give me something else, maybe build it a little taller, give it more elevation. So.
And absolutely, Jeff. I mean, it's not everybody by any means. There's always exceptions. But I've had a lot of conversations, and there's far more people that haven't built anything because there's no hard deadlines or shows on the horizon than you. You are defining the odds, my friend. Yeah. You are definitely the exception and not the norm, I think.
Yeah. So it's one of those things where it'll be interesting to see, you know. But like I said, like Ben's Brick Design, if people did the Ship Timber and stuff, I mean, how much, you know, how long are they going to keep that? Obviously, now someone stated earlier if they were thinking the shows wouldn't be till summer. I mean, you know, do you keep it until those summer shows and then demolish it, because then the Ship Timbers right on the horizon again? I mean, you know, because obviously those ships are cool. It'd be kind of cool to see those. in person.
October. What's up, Howie? All right,
mean,
we're gonna draw this. We're gonna draw Morph from
Morph.
Treasure Island.
Okay.
I haven't seen this movie.
Howie
in so
Stuffs
long.
is October in.
Yeah, I mean, it's dates. Dates do a lot. Like hard dates and committing yourself to things makes a big difference. Makes a big difference in what you do.
Jeff likes Mechtober more.
That's fine. That's another good example of having a direct reason.
Oh, see you, Ben's Brick Design. Have a great day. I'll catch you later.
Bye, Ben. I hope you're not too sad. You're great. You're great stuff, Ben.
He had said that his lug is got monthly build challenges also. I mean, the lugs are still meeting. He said his meets virtually. Yeah, the lugs are still meeting. I mean, yeah, the executive committees are still meeting. I'm part of the committee in Whistler now. So, I mean, you know, we meet still too. I think we got one coming up here next month.
Oh, you're part of the committee?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, moving on up. You planning a hostile takeover?
No. No, they actually did. They did. They just had a new ambassador recently, but I mean, I didn't put my name in the hat for that. So no. I mean, you know, I'm just part of the just a committee member. I'm not anybody, not a treasurer or anything like I was.
Oh, so then what does that mean? What does committee member do?
We just have actually committee people for voting, you know, on stuff like that. So we have we have the ambassador, which I don't think gets a vote, but then you have your what is it called? You have your, I don't know, I'd have to look, director, and then or like, what is the terms? I got to figure that out. I don't remember. There's certain I'm part of the committee. They have, because there's two districts per se. There's Madison and there's Milwaukee, and so I think there's, what do they call it? Well, they did say would they get a vote in a new treasurer, but I think there's like a what is that term that they use? I can't think of it off the top of my head.
It's fine.
Yeah. I'm part of the lug bulk committee also.
Oh, that sounds like a fun committee.
Well, we were trying to talk about some of the stuff in terms of how the planning goes and all that. So
yeah. What is happening right now, says Ray? I don't even know, Ray. What is happening? Let's see.
I want to say they have.
This is a Morph. I don't remember Morph. I've seen this film before, but I don't remember. I do not remember Morph. Unfortunately. Nah, I don't like that extra one. Good old Lug Bulk. Morph is so freaking cute. Too many politics in this lug thing. Just to play with toys, says Ghost freaking talking. There is a little of that.
Well, I mean, it's not even so much that. I think Lego itself wants the organizations to have some kind of organization to them a little bit, so that, you know, it's not just.
Well, they do, but it's not for the reason you want them to. They don't do it because it's better for the groups. They do it because it's easier for the company to communicate with them. That's it.
Well, yeah.
That's all. They just want lugs to have some kind of governmental structure so that it makes it easier for them to have to contact them when they need them to do marketing stuff for them.
Well, yeah, structure is kind of the keys.
I think that's fair enough to color it. All right, let's see. It's like pink. Very pink. Like hot pink.
Oh, coordinator. So there's like a coordinator and then maybe a vice coordinator or something like that. So there's a coordinator for the Madison, and then there's a coordinator for Milwaukee.
I want to be Grand Admiral in the lug.
So, you know.
Grand Admiral. I'm right below the Emperor. But I'm not the Emperor. That's the book I'm still going through right now is the newest Thrawn Star Wars book. Thrawn Chaos Ascending, I think, or Thrawn Ascendancy Chaos Rising. I think it's a long title. It's kind of a silly long title. Like, yeah, all right, we're getting a little too far on that one. It's like a Lego set being called Batman versus the Joker, Joker's hideout grand getaway. Put a colon in there somewhere.
Jeff wants to know who has the biggest hat, I guess.
The biggest hat?
So
I don't want a hat. I just want like the little plaque on my chest with the colored squares.
Larry says, I'm just a lowly moth in my lug.
Just a moth. Just a moth.
Funny Fake says, educational YouTube is weird.
Are we educating you, Ray?
We're educating you on lugs.
Yeah, I still need to watch Rebels. I haven't watched Rebels yet, but I hear a lot of good things about it. I have not watched any of it.
Miss Brickkitten says, and I'm still waiting for my Imperial officer's tunic to come in.
Oh, nice. Nice. All right.
Make sure it's got the Demlug logo on it so that you can wear it to the meetings. Look like a true officer.
Exactly. And if someone gets out of line, just find somebody that can choke them. Just when Kevin thought he could escape, Lego keeps getting dragged back in. All the time. All the time, Nick. It's okay. You know, the thing I like the most about Lego is the community. I'm like, my interest in Lego sets and stuff is definitely falling off a cliff.
Oh, Larry's out. He's got to do a Zoom meeting for work.
See you, Larry. But I still like you guys. I'm here for you guys.
Well, Tanya resigned from the EC. That's okay. You can come in and be the, you know, like what they call is the, oh gosh, no, Sergeant at Arms.
Do they have that?
No.
Oh, I was like, that's a silly title to have.
We have that in something. What was it? Bowling, maybe? Yeah, for bowling. In the one league. I was like, oh, yeah, I'll be Sergeant at Arms. It was for the NFL Scratch League. I'll throw the flags. You're not wearing your shirt. Maybe $10.
I appreciate that, Nick. It's all good. Sometimes it just is what it is. But yeah, I do actively try to continue that, whatever you want to call it, detoxing, distancing. I've actually finally, well, not recently, but I finally started just deleting the messages I get. I get a lot of messages that are like, hey, I found your information online. Can you answer this question about Lego? And I'm like, no, delete. No, delete. Most of it's like, can you give me advice on how to start a lug in my area? Or can you tell me what Lego's policy is on copyright enforcement? Or can you tell me where do you get bulk deals? Or I'm like, just like stuff that I'm like, no, I can't. There are plenty of other places you can go to find that out. I still get them though. I get messages almost every day like that.
Oh, from
people
you used to talk
no,
to?
nobody not people I don't know. Just people that find me online and want me to help them out with Lego stuff. And I'm like, nah. I mean, I don't think any of them mean anything, you know, harmful about it. It's just for my own sanity. I have to stop. Like, this is not me. I'm not doing this anymore. You got other places you can go for that.
Oh,
you have other people that also get paid by Lego that you could ask them to.
Oh, people thinking you're still connected with the actual corporation or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a little bit of that, but also just like, hey, you're the Lego guy. And it's like, man, I don't have the time in the day to be answering questions all day that I get from random people in my inbox about, you know, how can I go about starting a lug in my area? It's like, go find out. I don't know. Go find out.
Huh. I know it's probably getting tougher since they did kind of dissolve the community.
Yeah, well, there's nobody you can ask, and I get it. You know, no community managers, right? That kind of makes things difficult. All right, let's see. Hey, I'm Maddie1234 on Twitch. Says, are you in search of followers, primes, and views? Come on, bigfollows.com.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I was gonna say it, and I was like, no, that's just. I mean, because I looked at the people in the chat, and I was like, nope, he's not even there anymore. I'm not even gonna say anything for that.
Oh, I was gonna go in there and boot him. He's not in the chat anymore. Let me see.
No, he's not users in the chat. It's just me, Howie, Luke's.
All right, that's fine. All right, let's get another one going. What else we got? Let me look through all these suggestions. Let's see. Wood. Whoa, interesting. Very interesting. That is all over the map. Let's see what we got in here. Me on a bet of money, says Howie. Yeah, spam. I was looking for the spam thing, but the person's not in the chat anymore, so I can't. Well, at least on my phone when I opened it up. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got, folks? Let's see.
You have a suggestion for Toothless. You have a suggestion for a Black Knight.
Let's see. I mean, that's really the only Black Knight I think of when I think of a Black Knight is the Monty Python one. It's just me.
Well, that are some of the ones from like Lord of the Rings too. That's what I think of.
Yeah.
That or I think of the Black Knights I'm trying to kill in the current game I'm playing. You're supposed to run away from.
All right, I'll do this crazy leprechaun. Throw that back in the chat again. Ghost frickin' talking. Leprechaun. Oh my goodness. I remember seeing this on like the VHS box art and I'm like, oh goodness, goodness, goodness. Warwick Davis as the leprechaun. All right, let's see. That is definitely fantasy. All right. What are you eating?
Who, me?
Yes. Couldn't be.
Nature Valley Apple Crisp Crunchy bars.
Oh, okay. All right.
Why am I chewing too loud?
No, I could just hear it, so I wanted to know what it was.
Yeah, when
Leprechaun in the Hood. That's a thing, isn't it? Is that a movie name?
Probably not.
You know what I think about, though, when I think about Leprechaun? I think about that police sketch. I'll do the police sketch for you. People say the leprechaun looks like this. Something like that. Look up that video if you haven't seen it. Take a look at that one.
Well, now, Nick, are you talking the Hood movies, the cartoon ones they did? I think was that what it was called? Or I'm thinking Hoodwinked. I think. Hoodwinked.
That's very different, Reed. This is very different.
They made the Hood and Back to Hood. It's okay.
Let's see here. So I saw that Eclipse Graphics posted a picture of some zombie figs that they're printing. That was kind of fun, considering I designed all those. So it's kind of nice to see.
Hey, there is a squirrel in Hoodwink. You might have to draw the detective, you know.
That first Hoodwinked movie wasn't terrible.
No,
I
actually,
mean,
that was pretty good.
it was a nice story. I mean, the thing that was really bad was I thought the animation style was atrocious. I was like, it just didn't flow well. It wasn't necessarily designed poorly. Like, I didn't mind the character design, but it just wasn't animated well. It was like jerky and weird. Like, apparently they had like a really, really dismal budget, but the story wasn't bad and the character design wasn't bad. It was just like, ugh.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
We used it as an example in college, I think, of examples of poor animation because it was animated so poorly. You do not want to be in that situation. You don't want to see something you work on to be used as a bad example.
Yeah, Funny Fix says Victor tried to get him to do art for him once, but my style just wasn't right for it.
Yeah, no, I've done a lot, Ray. I've actually done maybe over 100 products. Most of the time, you don't know which ones I've done, though.
Well, Eclipse actually did the custom figs of my sister and Jim. So
yeah, like I did all those. Well, with the exception of with one glaring exception, I did all of the political figures that he released earlier or last month. There was one that I refused to do, but I did the rest. Let's see. Drama, profanity, happy, sad, little. What are those llamas? Drama llama, profanity llama, happy llama, sad llama, little llama. What's up, Rick Somniak? Did they show Polar Express as an example of horrific animation too? Right. I mean, it was a bad example of motion capturing, because that was pretty. Yeah, it was pretty bad. I think I remember studying that one. He's got all these like face lines and like warts and stuff. I need to draw the hat.
I did end up buying a bunch of that stud tissue because I know I actually it's in the igloo. One of my characters is stockpiling that, or was stockpiling it.
Dream Dynamic TV, hello. Are you talking about Eclipse stuff?
Yeah.
I did a bunch of products too. Like I've done a lot of figure design, and then I've done a lot of like product stuff like that. Like I did. Actually, now that I think about it, I think all the ones that I've done haven't been revealed yet, so I can't. I'm not allowed to talk about things.
But didn't you do like some of the posters though? Didn't you?
I did. I did a lot of the movie posters, like Silence of the Lambs, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, the posters are cool. Funny says they were cool posters. Yeah, they're good ones. I mean, you know, if you've got like the Palace Cinema and stuff like that, or if you have a cinema anywhere in your town.
Well, Victor came in, interesting enough, he came in right at the right moment for me, because he swooped in, right there in end of 2017 when Lego let me go, and I was really kind of desperate for money, being like, I gotta provide for this family, like I need something. He was right there, and he's like, design stuff for me. I mean, so I've been doing stuff for him since then, since 2017, December of 2017, and signed a contract with him.
Now, are you still doing stuff for him?
Yeah, no. He gets 1 day of my schedule a week. So usually Thursday. Usually I dedicate all of my Thursday to Eclipse graphics work.
Cool.
It's very rare that I won't make it happen. I mean, there's sometimes life gets in the way, but for the most part, it usually goes without a hitch, and he gets products on Thursday. I'm kind of amazed because I have submitted, like I said, I've submitted a lot of products, and they're products that, I mean, I don't come up with them; they're given to me. Like I get a brief and I do it. But I have done, oh man, probably upwards of 80 or so products that have never been printed. So it's kind of like, dang, I wish people could see that I did. That'd be nice.
You mean they just haven't been made yet? Or
Yeah, they haven't been made for one reason or another, whether he's busy or different priorities, or I get a lot of like topical stuff, like do this because this holiday's coming up, or do this because that holiday's coming up, or this is a big event that we should have something. And I do a lot of those, but then if he doesn't get around to printing it, then there's no reason to make it. You know, like after the thing go, you know, because nobody wants like a good example was last year he launched some Halloween products in December, and a lot of people are like, "What is up with these like tombstones?" I designed all the tombstones, and they're like, "Why are you launching?" And he's like, "I really, really wanted them, and I had already printed them, so I just figured why not." But yeah, so a lot of the stuff never sees the light of day because for one reason or another, the date is passed and missed. And
hopefully, it'll be something where I'll actually maybe bring them back at a later time.
Yeah. Jordan Sneed is here. What's up? Morph up there. Yeah, that was requested earlier. And let's see. Yeah, I know. Ghost freaking talking. It's. I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think it's gonna happen again. Amazingly, it's kind of sad. It's always sad when you make something and then nobody gets to see it. It's kind of like, well, yeah, so that happened.
Yeah, the tombstones don't even yield any results on Eclipse now.
Oh, are they finally gone?
I guess.
I can't tell if he's got. Oh, he doesn't have facial hair. That's like a puffy neck scarf kind of thing. Let's see. Yeah, I did a lot of them, Jeff. I didn't do all of them. I did a lot of them. But yeah, actually, you can tell the ones I've done and the ones that the other artists have done. There's like 3 or 4 artists he has.
Howie on Twitch says, "I think this leprechaun taught my a freshman English class."
Oh, that's a shame. I might just leave it like that with the head for this one. Let's see.
You have to get rid of the other leprechaun, though.
Oh, I drew that on the wrong. I did. Did anybody get that joke? I don't think anybody got that reference. And I drew on the wrong layer. Of course. Move this. Oh, we're in the last 45 minutes. As per usual, time flies when we're having fun, right?
Wow, is it that quick already? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, this stream just blitzes by. It's amazing.
This moves faster than mine in the evening, man.
Let's see here. Those were phenomenal. Yeah, thank you. Brixamic says, I have the original Trump Deadpool 10 he released. I did not design either of those. I'm trying to think. I think the only figure I designed that he released in an actual 10 was the Spider-Man Noir. That one was me. I don't think any of the other figures that I've done were released in a 10.
Miss Bricken says, "Yeah, this stream screams vibe."
I mean, it really does. I mean, hopefully, it also does for all you guys watching too. You enjoy it, and that it runs by, and it's not excruciating. If it is, you probably would leave. You're like, and I'm out. Time to go.
When I'm working, it's kind of I don't get to listen to the whole thing. So.
And you'll be back at work next week, right?
Oh yeah.
Back in the field.
Oh yeah, it should be fun trying to get up in the morning again next week.
Oh yeah. What's been your average bedtime each day?
Bedtime?
Yeah. When are you going to bed each day?
Midnight or early AM.
That's not. Well, what does that mean? What is early? It could mean
1 or 2
3.
a.m.
And is
Couple
that
hours.
different?
A couple hours before I'd normally need to be at work.
Is that different than normal? When you go to bed
I
normally?
really try to go to bed at 10 or 11.
Yeah, that's when I go to bed.
I like to get 4 or 5 hours of sleep is nice.
One of the other, I don't know, good side effects, bad side effects of actually, being active and hitting the gym and stuff is that my body can't stay up very late anymore. Because I'd spent months working up to like 3 or 4 in the morning every day, and it was good to get stuff done. It wasn't very healthy, and I hated that I was doing it. But now I just can't. Like, I physically can't do it. Like, I fall asleep around 11 o'clock or so.
Yeah.
Most of the time earlier than that.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I haven't been getting up very early either. So I've been sleeping really late, 10, 11, 12, something like that.
I should do
the time I would normally be done with my work shift, I was giving up.
I should do a stream that's all themed about like holidays. Like not specifically one holiday, just like holidays in general. And then you could be like Halloween, Valentine's Day, Christmas, 4th of July, Thanksgiving. That would be a fun theme.
Yeah, Nick was saying it was crazy making an Instagram post at 3 a.m. and Kevin liked it instantly.
Yeah, back in the day. Not lately. Not lately at all. But for months, though. For months I was doing it. And I sometimes I worry about that because I'm like, people are going to think I'm just doing nothing but looking at social media. And I'm not. I'm working. It's just like I need to take a second to step away from what I'm working. So I always bring up the socials and I'll look. And yeah, a lot of times I catch people when it's like, so-and-so posted this 3 minutes ago or 1 minute ago. Or sometimes I bring it up and it's like, so-and-so posted this 5 seconds ago. And I like it. I'm like, they think I'm just sitting there doing nothing. They think I'm just looking at it.
Well, I used to stay up late when I worked at Lego when I knew I didn't have to be there till a certain time. If I wasn't working till like the second shift or whatever, in the afternoon, I might stay up later. So
yeah.
I think what hurts is there's so many streams during the week. Like last night, I stayed up and watched a little bit. But after bowling, it's one of those things. It's kind of I need to force myself to go to bed as soon
as a reasonable hour.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal. So I can get some sleep. I was hoping I'd maybe over this week try to get a normal sleep pattern back. That didn't happen. So
yeah, this week is done. So good job.
Yeah, did not get the new pattern in, so that's fine. Well, no, I ended up getting sucked into the game on the Commodore, and so I just I want to go a little bit farther. I want to go a little bit farther, and that's how all of the games are always like that. Any of the ones that are like role playing, you always just get sucked in. World of Warcraft, any of those games, you just get sucked into them, and you're just like, oh, one more level or one more of this, and that's why. I played with my one friend the other night. We played for, I think I had the game up for probably about 8 or 9 hours, but I was only playing for maybe 4 or 5. I didn't log out, and I was like, man, this is, That
reminds me of when I was younger and I would sleep over with a friend, and we would always pick a game. This was usually a Super Nintendo game. We'd pick a game, and then we would restart it. And so we would spend the whole night from the beginning trying to beat a game. That was a fun thing we always did. We never did it. I don't think there was ever a game we actually in one evening.
Hey Jeff, I was Horde, and I think my highest character is a wizard, and it's the name of my guy that actually is my wizard that I'm using, that I used in my Commodore 35 years ago. Mikop, Mikop. I think my World of Warcraft account still exists, but when I went back to Lineage 2 for my friend, they had actually canceled account. Actually, I found the email back in 2015. Hey, please migrate your character or it'll be lost. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm losing my character.
They sent me an email back in 2015 and I just read it.
Yeah, and Jeff, I think I have two accounts, because I actually learned in the days of played a space game called Earth and Beyond back in the day with a friend, and when we were playing, we had 4 computers up. We each had 2 side by side, one character to like do this mine and the other character to hold the stuff. So, I mean, I have 2 WoW accounts, and one is probably like a bank account. So I move stuff over to those guys just to hold stuff. So
I don't even know what you're talking about. What are you talking about?
well, when you play role playing games, you have like.
Are you talking about Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, you can have Dungeons and Dragons, any kind of game like that, any kind of game where it's role playing. You can have multiple characters. So you'd create characters just as bank characters. So if you can only have so much space, you would actually send extra stuff to other characters to hold on to, resources, whatever. When I played Earth and Beyond back however many years ago, we had 2 accounts, so my main character was a miner, so I could be out mining space asteroids.
And but what game is this specifically you're talking about?
Well, World of Warcraft.
Okay, World of Warcraft. Okay.
And then Earth and Beyond. I mean, Earth and Beyond was the space game where we each of us had 2 characters. One was a trader who had a big cargo hold in their spaceships, so they could hold a lot. So my one character would mine, and then he'd just transfer stuff to the other guy.
Those are more of those games. I've talked about these before with like Minecraft. That I feel slightly kind of sad that I missed out, but I'm also like, I don't have the time. Like those games seem like they just take years away from your life.
We did. I mean, my friend and I, we worked 40 hours a week and we played 40 hours a week. So the game got 40 hours a week and we were playing. And I did, before the game disappeared, I did get lucky enough to sell some of the resources, on eBay, which was kind of weird, but yeah.
All right, let's see. So I'm going to go with that for the leprechaun.
It looks good.
It looks nice and slightly disturbing. And I'm going to pick another one to do. It is soul sucking. I feel like it is. I mean, I don't, hey, if it's fun, I get it. But like, I personally don't have the time to invest in something like that. Let's see. What do we got?
A lot of us don't play those as much anymore. I mean, I play them, but I don't play them as much. Like the Commodore game, I still have to figure out how to beat the one I'm playing. But I mean, that's why I play like the games. Like I've actually gone into the other WoW, World of Warships, where I can actually just play
all right, we're going to get Cerberus.
So, yeah, the shorter games are better. I mean, I did play the strategy games for years where a battle still may take 2 or 3 hours, which was kind of crazy. But
all right, let me get a reference. Cerberus.
Yeah, I never was real competitive. The only competitive game I played was the real-time strategy Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, based on the Age of Empires engine. That one I was in a worldwide clan called Team Supreme, and we were pretty good.
Team Supreme.
We were so good that when they did Week of War, we'd play the first day, and then nobody'd play us the rest of the week. So I couldn't kind of win that when nobody wanted to play you because you were that dang good. So.
Jordan Sneed, one of these days you got to put a picture of yourself because you always have that blank icon, and it's so sad.
Yeah. And what's funny is Funny Fake says, why are Lego fans so nerdy?
Right.
Because, I mean, because with Lego comes imagination, and so you really need to have the imaginative, mindset to do that. And so, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I mean, but now granted, I mean, those are probably the really extreme Lego fans. I mean, there's Lego fans that, crop up over the years that maybe aren't quite as nerdy,
Are you suggesting there's radical Lego fans?
Well, maybe not nerdy ones, maybe, that maybe are just that get into the the ones that maybe get into the hobby through the kids rather than themselves are maybe not as nerdy as the ones that are into it because of themselves. I mean, those of us that are into Lego, like myself, I don't have any kids. I don't have any girlfriends. I don't have any. So those of us that get into it for ourselves are probably more nerdy than the ones that are pulled in by other sources. So
you don't have any girlfriends.
I have favorites out there.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Hank, I switched to my main account, which has a profile picture. Appreciate it.
There you go.
So Gekinator, I've seen it. Has that been on Twitch before? Have you been popping over to Twitch with that name, right? Or am I imagining that? Because I recognize that name. I don't think I realized that was you. Let's see.
So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of those things where, I mean, that's, I don't know. I mean, I played Lego for years. I mean, it's the computers that pulled me into my dark ages. If computers didn't exist, I mean, I probably never would have left Lego. So,
Ray is entertained.
what? What?
Ray is entertained. He is greatly entertained by this.
That's what we're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Stick to 1 or 2 girlfriends max. Oh, I don't think I've
max.
ever.
Yeah, max.
I don't think I've ever had more than one. I mean, at a time.
I think it was because it was funny because I think I don't have any girlfriends was an interesting statement.
I mean,
if you get to 3,
now,
there's trouble.
See, I'm not, I don't think I can handle more than one at a time. Come on, so demanding.
Oh, Cerberus, help us, guide us.
So yeah, no. I mean, it's all about the. But I mean, even with the games, though, the guys that played the games back in the day were the guys I did cable with and stuff like that. And so, I mean, each company I went to, let's say when I was at the bowling center, these guys played Lineage 2. When I was at the cable company, they were playing World of Warcraft. So I mean, wherever I was at during my timeline in Denver, I was playing different games with the different people. And then the bowlers also like Clash of Clans, so I was playing that for a little while on my phone. And so, yeah. Now, I would.
I remember Clash of Clans.
I'd love to find a girlfriend that likes Lego. Nick, I'd love that. But
so that was yeah.
That kind of takes a little.
You gotta take Nick's master class. He has a master class.
Is it in right now? We're isolated. Does he do a YouTube?
It's online. It's virtual.
It's a virtual. Okay, he's gonna have to tell me how. He's gonna have to do that, or he's gonna have to come in on a Friday Night Bricks and give like a condensed version of it quickly so that I can get sucked into it.
Yeah, he has his
his clip notes.
It's like Hitch. Let's see.
3 easy payments of $29.99. Wow.
There you go. Make it out to cash.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sell some Lego for that. I think I've been kind
of. Or just don't buy. I
haven't really been buying. That's the thing.
You bought some bricks and pieces orders.
Yeah, a couple small ones. They're like $20. I need to. Oh, that reminds me. I got to call Lego today and see if I
can buy some more.
No, I called about one order and I got a second order right after that other one, and I'm wondering if that was the one that the email was based on. So.
Oh, you got a double? Like they sent you twice?
No, they came back to back. I mean, I did them probably a week apart, and they came pretty close to each other. But I mean, I got the email from Lego saying, "Hey, something happened with this one." I thought the first one because that was farther out, and then it might be the second one I still owe money for. So I'm gonna have to just call and ask. So
I got you. That's funny. I thought for I don't buy anything. That reminds me. I got to talk to Lego and buy some.
Well, I could call and ask about the giant shark everybody keeps asking about. Say, hey, is this available? Even though it's not available on Bricks and Pieces. Yeah.
What giant shark? What is everyone asking?
Oh, they got the new city diving boat. The really big one actually has a large shark, kind of like the old Agents one. The really big shark would swallow a fig.
Oh yeah. Oh, did that come? It came back.
The one that Cheap Ass really likes.
So it came back because it was
out.
Like
yeah, I think so.
What did it come back in?
In that big ship for the city, the diving boat.
Oh.
So it's in that set.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Don't mistake this for me wanting to buy it because I won't. But I'm just saying that's interesting that part came back. Because I thought it was done. I thought that one was like done. So.
Well, I mean, some things are, but things come back. So, yeah. Lego sometimes. Sometimes,
usually what happens when that happens, or usually the reason why that happens, if you have a part that hasn't been seen in years, and then all of a sudden it magic comes back, that means that the element folks in Billin probably that element was more than likely ready to go, like it was done. and they do a last-minute check. And they'll ask all the designers, hey, do any of you want to use this? Because if none of you use this in the next year's products, it is done. And it never fails that designers, like many fans, because a lot of them are fans, don't want to get rid of parts ever. And so they're like, I'll find a way to use it. And so you see these interesting pieces that have literally been off the scene for years. And then all of a sudden, poof, they're in a set. And you're like, that's weird.
Well,
more than likely, it's because somebody wanted to keep it away from death. They were like, well, how can I put it in one more set?
And what happened to the goat?
Somebody wanted it to die, I guess, or they weren't paying attention, or they already used their. What probably happened is people that wanted to save it probably already used their saves for other things. You can only save so many stuff as you get your own individual. I don't know what you want to call it, limit, I guess, as a designer.
Interesting.
Decisions. It gets hard.
I was gonna say that would make sense,
But I remember talking about that with some of the designers because I thought it was really weird that there are these parts that just you don't see them forever, and you think for sure they're done. You're like, oh, that part has to be discontinued because I haven't seen it in years. And then all of a sudden, it's just magically in a set the next year, and you're like, that's odd. Why is this part back all of a sudden? Let's see.
So yeah, it's interesting. I mean, that's why they went back to diving instead of maybe going to like farming, as they realized they needed to keep a shark. So that axed the farming.
These guys are not happy.
Huh?
These guys are not happy.
Well, let's do that. Really,
this dog, three-headed dog.
Either they're all talking at the same time.
This was like one of two books that I was absolutely fascinated by when I was in school that I was forced to read. Dante's Inferno and 1984. I was like, I hated almost every book I was forced to read. And most of them I didn't read. I just got out of it. I lied or used Cliff Notes online or whatever. But Dante's Inferno and 1984, I was super, super interested in. I was like, this is fascinating.
Well, that's why when people recommended Ready Player One, I mean, that book I picked up, I couldn't stop. I mean, I read it through completion over a day and a half. I mean, there's certain books you just can't put down.
Yeah.
That's the nice stuff. If there's stories out there that really just, I guarantee it when I write my biography, that will not be one of them. So.
Are you going to put quarters over your eyes? Are you going to request them to put quarters on your eyes when you pass?
I don't know. Quarters seem kind of small. I might go for like silver dollars.
Silver dollars.
That way they're worth more. You can almost just take them off my face and actually,
Give me cucumbers like I'm at the spa.
Well, if we're gonna do that, I might as well have solid gold Lego dishes, over my eyes. Come on.
What are we talking about? Synths? Synths like synthetics? Or Sith? Sith. That's it, Sith.
Sith, I believe.
Yeah, it's nice.
David G, welcome. He says game tokens.
Oh, what's up? What's up, Dave? It's nice to know someone up there is pulling for us still, says Gatorbricks. Yep. There are some folks. There's not really a dedicated team, but there are individuals out there pulling strings where they can. Reed, don't forget to throw your suggestions in the Doodle stream thread on Patreon.
My what?
You don't read anything.
What am I supposed to do with these?
I post up on Patreon, right? I put posts on there for you to read.
Yeah.
You get the alerts or no?
Probably.
Okay. I put up a thing saying for the Patreon Doodle stream, you need to go in there and say what you want me to draw.
When's that? Is that coming up here?
No, not until next month. But I mean, considering you didn't even know about it right now, that's probably not a good sign.
Is it just any suggestion, or is there gonna be
no, anything you want? This is it's Patreon celebration, so you can suggest literally anything you want.
Ooh,
I was reminded of that when I saw Dave. When I saw Dave in the chat, I was like, "Oh yeah, patrons. Oh yeah." I was thinking about which patrons haven't posted yet or haven't responded. There's still plenty of time. But I asked each person to give me 3 because I figured there would probably be a handful of people that don't respond.
How long is the stream?
It's going to be 5 hours.
Ooh.
I'm doing 5 hours because I want to draw as many things as I can for you guys.
Is that going to be on a Friday also, or is it?
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be on a Friday, and I'm going to have Jeff and Brian have both agreed to be on there as my dual chat MCs to help moderate the chat, keep discussion going. Because I really like, I'm being sincere when I say I'd like to try to draw as many things as I can, because there's a lot of you guys, and I want to thank you all for what you do to support me. And you see how many I normally draw in the duration of 3 hours. And if I actually had all 65 people make a suggestion, then I wouldn't be able to do it.
David, that can be dangerous when you're thinking. Just be aware of that.
Danger. Be careful while you think. But yeah, so each person gets to ask for 3 things just in case. If I actually have everybody, put something down, I'll probably, grab 1 suggestion from each person. But if I don't, then I'll recalibrate it so that the people that suggested get more. So
too late. Sorry. Well, I tried to give you a warning before you started thinking. But
what am I doing, sis Jeff? You know what you're doing.
Jeff, you and I are geeking out. What can I say?
That's what you're doing.
We're geeking out.
The 5-hour Patreon dual stream, Jeff. But you and Jeff are gonna dual moderate for me while I draw all the things.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fun stuff.
These should have like glowing red eyes, shouldn't they?
Probably.
They're like evil. I mean, it's got 3 heads, so. Oops. That eye's closed, Kevin. That eye is closed. Look how we kind of took a little bit of a turn. We're like, started off in the whimsical and then kind of got a little bit more dark with Cerberus and that leprechaun. Let's see. All right, we probably have time for 1 more. If it's a quick one, maybe 2 more. So let's see. What do we got? What do we got, folks? Let's see. We got a Black Knight with a scythe and spiky armor. We got. Oh, thank you, Dave, for the compliment. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? Goblin Slayer. Jordan Sneed, Goblin Slayer. We already did that. Oh, what is this? A gelatinous cube eating an adventurer. Whoa. Whoa, what is that? That's wild. Let's see. The Holy Hand Grenade from Monty Python. And yeah, gelatinous cube eating an adventure. That's so wild. What does that mean? Okay, I think I'm gonna do the gelatinous cube eating adventurer. I'll make it up as I go. Is that a D&D monster? Oh, let me look it up then. I thought I was just like literally making this up out of my mind. Is that a thing? Gelatinous cube. A gelatinous cube is a fictional monster from the Dungeons and Dragons fantasy role. Oh, look at that. All right. I mean, it's not too far off of what I had in mind. So. All right, let's switch back over to this. Cube. Kevin, has no one introduced you to the magical world of Dungeons and Dragons? No, they haven't, and I don't. That's another one of those things, Jeff. I'm like, this is going to take over my life, and I can't do it. Can't do it. It cannot be done. Kevin. Oh. My part just got past the gelatinous cube last session. This might go fast, though. This one might be a quick one. It's a cube. So weird. So odd. Make sure there's make sure there's treasure and bones in suspense. Yeah, that's what the reference image is too. I'm gonna make it a little bit more. Yeah, like
Raptus is he took it away.
what happened? Oh.
He says I'm mad that my knight got beat by a cube.
By a cube. Can't win them all. All right, let's see what we got.
Especially when you're a knight.
It's a cube. It's so weird. You know, I think I'm going to draw the skeleton with the colors to better show that it's in the cube. There's an exposed hand, though, and an exposed spear. Let's see. This is my first ever experience with D&D, so I've had my hand held the whole time. I mean, maybe I'm totally off base. I just feel like D&D is another one of those things where it's like embarking on a whole nother hobby, a whole nother like thing that will take up a significant amount of your time. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I'm totally off the mark on that. I feel like it would be.
I mean, I think D&D as a whole probably a little bit, but I mean, there's also board games that are kind of D&D too. So, I mean, I like board games, and I liked playing those, and there were a couple that were.
This is true. You are big. Weren't we somewhere? I don't remember. And you're like, "Do you want to play this?" And I'm like, "What is that?" And you explain it. I was like, "Is this a tabletop game?" And you're like, "Yes." And I'm like, "No."
Brickworld probably, because I did the fundraisers, I think last year, the year before at Brickworld, where I was doing a couple of the games I brought. So
yeah, I'm just not like, that's just not my thing.
Oh, probably Munchkin, because we do Munchkin at Brickworld every year. I think I suggested that. So
yeah.
Hey, I did save some money this year by no in-person Brickworld, so I have to pay for my $200 seat to Munchkin.
That's a lot of money to play Munchkin.
But
Munchkin
is awesome, and I'm 0 for 4 so far. I've not won one of them yet.
Oh, that's terrible.
Well,
that's awful.
Guy kind of picked on me the one where I probably had my best chance. He there's a picture on Facebook where I'm looking super sad, but yeah, he came after me and he played a trap on me or something.
Oh. Yeah. Papa B is here. What's up, Papa B? Papa B, I went to sleep a little early last night, and I was setting my like alarm and stuff up on my phone when I got the alert that you had gone live, and I was like, "Oh, Meat Dimension! I'm not gonna get to see the Meat Dimension."
That is true. That is true, David. Yep, we get to play with. Well, if the creator comes, I mean, he doesn't always come.
Are you talking about Steve?
Yeah.
Or, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, that's the other thing too is you're playing with the creators. Plus, the swag is pretty good. I do have some pretty awesome swag. I do have the Holy Grail of Munchkin too. So I mean, that's
the Holy Grail of Schwags.
Well, the Holy Grail of Munchkin. I have the one bookmark that's been signed by all 3 players. So.
All right, let's see if I can. I was starting to draw this.
3 designers, I guess. So.
I was trying to draw this skeleton in here, and I was like, maybe I should just draw that color. The sphere. Let's do this one. All about the swag. And so, Papa B, also update for you. We are in the desert. My son and I, in our playthrough of Earthbound, we're in the desert now. He is still enjoying the game.
I did play. There was a game for Xbox or something, a D&D type role playing that one of my friends and I used to play when I was in Denver. Tried to play it till completion or whatever. So there's a few things. There's lots of stuff.
Yeah, the 3rd strongest mole. We're not quite there yet. We just hit the desert, so we have to go through the desert for the first time to get to Foreside. Then we'll go back and do the mole. But that is the place. There's the hand. I am the 3rd strongest mole. I am also the 3rd strongest mole. Now you're in for trouble. I'm the 3rd strongest mole. How can you all be the 3rd strongest mole? No comment on my suggestion. Kevin as a Earthbound character because his fantasy would be to live in that world. I don't know if it would be. That world would be kind of wild. It's like trees all of a sudden start moving. Paintings come to life. That'd be a little wild. All right, there's the gelatinous cube that has eaten a poor soul. I don't know how well you guys can see the skeleton. There he is. There's a guy in there. All right, so we definitely have time for one last one. So I think we're going to give our buddy Jordan Sneed, who had, what was it, Goblin Slayer, right? The artist who shows up randomly to do caricatures of the... Yeah. Da, 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 da. I just fall from the sky. Let's see.
Hopefully you fall into a tree where you've got an elevated observation post.
No, I'm going to just spiral out of the sky.
Well, yeah, but, you don't want to, land right in the middle, maybe possibly a battle. Come on, you want to be up on a tree or something,
Yeah, thank you, Tanya. That's awesome, Kevin, says Jeff. So Jordan Sneed, a.k.a. Gekinator, are you still around? You said Goblin Slayer, right? Is Goblin Slayer also like it's apparently an anime, because I just searched it and I'm getting all this anime stuff. Is that what you meant? Did you mean the show, or did you mean like a Goblin Slayer? What did you mean? Explain yourself. What did you mean? What did you mean? Wombat Combat Pictures says, who the heck is Jordan Sneed? Connor Hoffman is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He's not answering. I don't know if Jordan is still here, though. He's not answering my question. Maybe he bailed because I didn't draw up the thing he wanted me to draw. In that case, I have to pick another thing because I don't know which thing he wanted. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got, folks?
Oh, I don't know.
Halflings. There. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Dissolve with acid.
Someone had suggested toothless a while back.
Oh, I didn't see this comment from Dave about walls in the background because I didn't make it translucent enough. Yeah, I know. It definitely helps to show whatever's behind it, but if it's just against a black, white background, that's kind of doesn't really help. What do we got? What do we got? Someone give me one last one. Something quick. Well, we already did something from Spirited Away. We did that that guy over there. Rabbit. The rabbit from Gandalf is not quick, Jeff. The Mona Lisa. All right, let's see. Rabbit, Monty Python. I'll just do that. Let's see. Where was that? I'm just going to go with that. Rabbit. There we go. Let's see. All right. This has to be a slightly quick one. That's horrifying. It's a horrifying picture of that rabbit. I don't think that's one from the movie. I think that is somebody else did that. All right, so this should be our last doodle for today. And today is a busy day. My son is upstairs celebrating the fact that I'm doing this and not doing his schoolwork with him right now. I was like, well, I got to do this. So you're going to have to hold off on your schoolwork until I'm done. He's like, okay. And like,
no problem, Dad.
Started watching TV immediately. But that means as soon as I get done with this, we got to go get the schoolwork done for the day. Got to educate the kiddos.
Almost looks like Piglet from Winnie the Pooh.
I guess so. I guess it does kind of look like a pig. Dang it! Dang it, Reed! All right. Let's see. Dang it.
Hey, what can I say? You know, I've got that eye for
disaster.
You know, hey. I gotta have my form of sabotage. Come on.
Let's see.
You know, I only get to do this once every 52 weeks. Come on.
Oh, that's true.
And actually, probably the next time, hopefully, it'll be at a Brick World. So unless you're doing the stream at Brick
no, nah, I wouldn't take all my stuff and do that. Nah, that's okay. I'm good. Why is this rabbit not looking like a rabbit? Rabbits shouldn't be this difficult to draw.
Piglet with big bloody fangs feasting on poo.
I mean, yeah, it's terrible.
You're just so good at drawing, you know, much more evil and and complicated things. A rabbit is just too easy for you.
Maybe. I feel like that's a legit thing because you get sucked into details and stuff. So when you try to go backwards and do something really, really simple, it's like, why does that look terrible?
Jeff's like, I don't want to draw Gandalf. That's too hard.
That's too hard, man. For like a couple minutes. Okay. Meanwhile, how do rabbits work? Papa B says, Kevin, there's more Donkey Kong Country on Saturday. I know, Papa B, and I'm super sad that I won't be able to make any of it. My Saturday is like totally jammed. I've got Cub Scouts on Saturday. They've started doing Cub Scouts again finally here in Connecticut. So we have a hike, all-day hike, campfire, that whole thing. That's all day. I'm not getting home till like 10 o'clock at night. And so that means I'm going to miss all of it, which I'm very upset about because I've been waiting for Papa B to play these games. You know, we don't have any any scouting for months, and then of course it comes back and Papa B plays Donkey Kong. Of course. Let's see. He's just laying there thinking.
David G, as you stew over the 6th iteration of a rabbit.
Right? It's dumb. Okay.
Okay, at least you colored him already. He's good.
Like Papa B's like, I want you to play SNS games I love. Okay. All right, I'm not going to be there. Dang it. I know. I'm not happy about it either. I'm not. And then see, the thing is Saturday's normally my chore day, where I got to do grocery shopping and clean the bathroom, mow the lawn. But I usually take care of all that stuff early morning, afternoon, and then I'm done and kind of settling back into the routine. Usually when you start streaming, Papa B, which is why I swing by, it's kind of like I'm wrapping all that stuff done. Sometimes I'm still folding laundry or whatever. But because I got all the scout stuff I got to do, I got to do all that stuff. Like I got to wake up and do it, which I'm not happy about doing that either. I hate like waking up and immediately having to go do chores and stuff. Like I need to wake up and go do chores. I have to get everything ready like the night before. And then I got to do the scout stuff for the rest of the day. Meanwhile, I build Lego on Sunday and still can't make. I have no excuses for Sunday. Sundays, I have no excuses. Usually I just like veg all day Sunday because I'm tired from Saturday. And that's usually what happens. I'm sorry. Papa B's the best, though, really.
Way to think that out, Jeff.
What did Jeff do?
Jeff says maybe little Hinkle will be sick on Saturday.
Oh, no. I would not deliberately. Well, they're going to do all kinds of social distancing and all kinds of stuff like that. But he just doesn't love me. No. It's not it. Not it. It's a promise.
Zoom made it back for the end.
Oh, you're back for Zoom. It's our last doodle.
It's a sixth iteration rabbit here. I thought it was a pretty harmless bunny, but
it is not, Reed.
He looks bloodthirsty, it looks like.
Have you not? You've seen it, right? You've seen Monty Python. Actually, that's a foolish thing for me to say because I hadn't seen it until this year. It kills people. It eats people.
Wow. Good to know. I'll have to avoid that kind of rabbit.
Yeah, I mean, you probably should. Can you make the bone human covered in chainmail? Oh, the one that's up here in this. Are you talking about the cube? I suppose I can do that. Let's see. Try to do some simple chainmail. I don't want to like eliminate the skeleton. Like a tunic, maybe. A belt.
He was actually referring to the rabbit, but okay.
Oh, that's what I thought. I'm like, what?
That's okay.
Get rid of it. This is the world.
It's awfully small bone to have a lot of chainmail on. So.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know how you put on the one bone. I want that one bone to have chainmail on. Oh, that's as far back as it lets me. That's fine. All right, I'll keep that up there. Yeah.
Just draw some.
It'll do you a trick.
Mesh. Just draw some quick silver mesh on it or something. You know.
I still love Papa B. Papa B. I love Papa B. Oh, I forgot I have coffee behind me. All right, everybody. So that's it for today. Let me unplug the tablet and I'm going to take you guys on a tour of everything we doodled together today, and then we will say our goodbyes and wrap up. Let me see here. Put this out of the way.
Papa B is on Twitch.
Yeah, Canadian Papa Bear. Canadian Papa Bear. I call him Papa B. That's me and Papa B. We have that. We have that thing. We have that thing, and he is commenting on Twitch. Okay, so let's go through fantasy. Today is fantasy. We started. That's actually there's some rough doodles when I start. That's a pretty decent one. So that's the head of a Balrog from the Lord of the Rings universe. That was our first doodle, and then we did this thing. I don't even remember what it's called, and I don't even remember what it's from.
It's from Crawl. It is the glaive. The
glaive from Krull.
Yep. We also see at the end of Ready Player One also.
Yeah. Papa B.A. says, Dave, yes, exactly. Here is a rainbow unicorn. You couldn't really tell it's a rainbow, so I added the rainbow. It's got a rainbow cutie mark.
Yeah.
It's from me and I'm offended, says Fazoom. Here is Mr. Tumnus, right? From The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
And then this is, I don't remember this guy's name either. This is Jeff's. Jeff suggested this character. I don't remember his name or what he is, but I looked him up and I drew him. So there we go. So Jeff can be offended with Chris. And we've got this guy. I also don't remember this guy's name, but he's from Spirited Away. That's the guy that has like 6 arms, like a spider. And we got Falcor, the luck dragon / dog from the Neverending Story. Here is this character, whoever's, there we go, Dritz Du Erden, a Drow elf ranger. Of course, everybody. Tumnus looks like he needs to be. Maybe he does. This character from Onward, he's holding a package. His legs are a little crooked. I wasn't happy with that other leg anyway. Here's this character. This might be the winner from today, right? Look at that character. Look at him. I don't remember its name, but it's from Treasure Planet. Here is a gelatinous, the Furnace Master, Tiny. Yep. I don't remember his name, though. He has a name, doesn't he? I'm not offended. You're old. My memory's bad. It's okay, Kevin, says Jeff. Gelatinous cube that ate a guy. Here's a crazy, scary leprechaun. Here's the rabbit from the Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Here's Cerberus, 3-headed dog from the underworld. And was that it?
Cerberus and the leprechaun might give me nightmares for a while, but that's
will they? Yeah, we took an interesting turn today, didn't we? We started
especially if the leprechaun's riding the Cerberus, and we're in trouble.
Yeah, I mean we started pretty innocent enough, and then we got a little dark, but that's okay. As always, I appreciate all of you guys watching. Thanks to Reed for spending some time on his vacation to come watch the chat today.
Woohoo!
He'll be back to the old grind next week, so you'll see him again in a year.
Maybe.
Depending on his next time off. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, I appreciate it. Reminder, Patreon is revamping at the end of the month. So if you wanted to take advantage, especially of the $5 illustration, you still have a couple weeks to do that, and then that gets bumped up to $20. That's a $20 tier reward starting in November. But there's a lot of other cool stuff that I'm launching too. There is still goodies for people that support at the $5 and the $10, and a lot of content for people that support at the $1. So it's not a bust. It's not like you don't get anything for the other tiers. But that's the biggest change. So keep that in mind if you've been kind of thinking about that. And patreon.com/MrHinkleDraws. There we go.
Poor Raptus.
For more information about that. And make sure to check out my Etsy store for the new Halloween stickers. Etsy.com/shop/MrHinkleDraws. I have over 100 products on my Etsy store right now. There's over 100. So there's stickers, large prints, small prints, original pieces of artwork, and I do have bundle deals so you can save money if you like. And time lapse. Remember that the time lapse for today's stream will drop on Monday. So if you just made it in at the end, or if you'd like to get a quick 5-minute recap of everything today, check that out Monday at noon. So thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.
Bye.